Welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 8, Episodes 3 and 4 recap and review. We are back. I know it's late, but we are here. And
We are
I'm
here.
so excited to get into all this juicy Love Island tea. I know people are saying it's boring and they don't got faves and all this stuff, but it's interesting to me because stuff is going
Juicy. Who's
down.
still saying it's boring?
I
It's
don't
juicy.
know. These people who watched last season and seem to care more about baby mama conversations. That's all we got the first week, so I don't know
Right.
what they worried about. So with me today is Miss T Joy. Welcome, Miss T Joy.
Hello, hello.
And I am excited to chat about these two episodes. I believe Danita hopefully will be in a little later. So excited to hear her commentary as well. Haven't really been chit-chatting on socials about it, but I've been reading people's comments and I'm just like, y'all hate everybody.
Girl, everybody. And let's normalize still watching a show, even though you don't like certain people on that show, and not just demanding that they leave the villa or be cut just because you don't like them today. Because things change so quickly, and you need people that maybe you don't like, but they still keep the story going or they're still good entertainment. I mean, even people do that with the housewives. Like, I get so tired of people just wanting, just because they don't like somebody or they don't like something that they do, they're like, get them off. They need to be fired. Get them out. Get them voted out. I mean, just calm down.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
It's like you guys have not like had like a chance to really get into the nitty gritty of this cast. Can y'all relax?
Right.
So I agree with you. I think that everybody has such high expectations, and I feel like we saw a little bit of it last year. Coming off of season 6, people had high expectations for season 7, and I was saying last year, I know a lot of people watched after the season of season
Right.
6, or like towards the tail end after all the stuff went viral, right? And
Right.
so they were watching it just like in bulk. And then they were like,
Right.
okay, I'm joining y'all for Love Island next season. And then they had high expectations of having the same feeling from season 6 and season 7. And then I feel like then they started creating drama offline
Right.
uh, about stuff that wasn't the case. And then I feel like people who started watching heavily in season 7 now have all these expectations of what they should be seeing for season 8.
I
Then you have
agree.
people going back and watching other seasons and like, I'm skipping season 6 because I know who won, but like season 6 is one of the best seasons ever.
Right.
So
If you're looking for a love story, then you want to watch season 6. If you're looking for drama, then you might have enjoyed season 7. But if you're looking for a love story with just natural chaos and a little bit of drama, but ultimately a love story and just people
right.
who are passionate about, being in their couple, then season 6 is the season,
Yeah.
it's out of all the seasons, it's my favorite. So
It after all out of all the seasons, it is my favorite as well. It used to be season 2 and 3, and but 6 to me blew everything with. I mean,
yeah.
drama, love story, everything for me out the park. I know for some people that's season 4. I know for some people that's season 5. Neither of those two seasons gave me that the same feeling I got from 6, 2, or 3. So
Right.
different strokes for different folks, but I'm telling you, I since season 2 of Love Island USA, I've been watching Love Island nearly all across the board. So I watched, UK, I watched Australia, I covered Australia. If you want to go back into, I have some playlists where of things that I covered a whole season of of Australia with Taku on it. And so I have a good variety of Love Island. I feel like I have watched. I tried to watch France, but you know, it was in French. Uh, but you know, I will say like for me in the UK, six was one of my favorite seasons. I know it wasn't everybody else's, but that's where the most love came out of the show at the time. Whereas a lot of people like five because there was a lot of drama. And I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing here. It's like the messy drama versus the people who are there to watch like actual romantic stories evolve through the season, right?
Yeah.
With us in the chat today is Jessica. Jessica says
Hi,
hi.
Jessica.
Kayla says, hey,
Hi,
ladies, I've been
Kayla.
waiting to hear your thoughts. I enjoyed the episode. I'm glad
Me
you enjoyed
too.
the
Me
episode,
too.
Jessica. That's great. Kayla, that's great. Jessica says, keep yep, we're blessed that people watch season 6 after the dog scene. If they watched from the beginning, Cordina might not have won, I think. Probably.
Yeah.
Because
Because they would have been too toxic about it. They just
because the way these people are going with some of these storylines, I'm like, ooh, y'all wouldn't have wanted to be here for season 6.
exactly.
Because we went through some similar things, and
Yeah.
I was like one of the only people on YouTube yelling like to forgive my girl because I think she likes him, but
Yeah.
you guys got to give her some time. She's just slow moving.
Right.
So yeah, I think one, people forget these people are human. I got my Love Island Poppy today, so
I was looking for that. I was going to order it today when I was ordering. Well, I started ordering groceries. I never decided to go through with it because I was trying to
same.
time everything. I was trying to time everything, and I kept being like, I don't want to have to get up in the middle of this, whatever. So I'll just do it in the morning. But they didn't have them at the store that I was ordering my groceries from. They didn't have that flavor, the Love Island flavor. They had other flavors.
I got it at Walmart.
Oh, I don't shop at Walmart.
Yeah,
That's probably
I had my dad needed something from Walmart and I was too lazy to go and I just got a delivery order and they actually had the Poppy because my grocery store had sold out of it. So, but it's not bad. It's like fruit punch soda, like their version of fruit punch soda. If you've ever had fruit punch soda. Hey, Shay. Yeah,
all right.
so we start the episode where we left off really because basically Gabriel Dunn kissed the hell out of Beatrice and Kata chose Zach and as Ian reminds us that leaves Sean single and vulnerable and Kenzie single, vulnerable, and absolutely livid. And we could see that previously because in the last episode when Zach got the text because they were messy as hell to send the text to Zach to make the announcement that she was single and vulnerable, she blew him a kiss and angrily stated thank you. And Zach, who is basically it was totally
Mika, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, because you breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't know if it was me or you. So I was just
oh,
trying to think.
I can hear you. Yeah. But you guys let me know if you guys can hear me. Um, but Zach is like totally clueless because he was like, "You're welcome," and I
She
was like,
really thought she was stinging him with that, and he was like, "You're welcome."
I was like, guys, he has no clue, none whatsoever. So yeah, like Kenzie and Melanie walk off and are sitting down to chat, and Kenzie says, I couldn't even look at him. At least I get to sleep in my own bed. And Melanie says exactly. And I'm like, Melanie, don't do this. Don't be hyping her up in her mess.
She don't need no help.
She don't need no help, but that's what that's what seems to be happening. So she is basically getting hyped up by Melanie, and Gabriel introduces himself to the guys, and Zach gives everybody a hug, but he says he missed them. But why is all the girls giving me daggers? And Sean explained, well, like me, your girl chose to stay in your couple and was left by herself at the door. And he's like, oh shit.
Right.
So he had no clue, because I guess in his head he really feels like he was clear and transparent.
Yeah, he does. He really does. He really does. And it's not until that point where he realizes, oh, maybe I wasn't clear. So he then feels like, okay, I need to have a conversation with her because I want to clear things up because I thought I was clear.
No, not clear.
It was no ill intent, but it was no ill intent. I think he was clear. She just did not pick up on it. I do think he was clear.
Oh, I think he was clear. I agree with you. I think he was very clear.
Right. She just not picking up what he putting down. So
he just got it in her head that she had to stick into it. So it's like, I'm of two minds. Like, you have to come into Love Island, and this is the one thing I will always appreciate about Serena is you have to come into Love Island and make sure your journey is your own journey, so that you don't feel regret about how your journey goes. She regrets that she did not follow her intuition and know that Zach didn't like her.
Right.
So she's truly mad at herself, and I think she does say this in her ITM. But she's putting it on Zach. And the problem is, like you see with Bryce is like, I had to do something for me.
Right.
I had to put me first, basically.
I had to put me first, Lucius. I had to put me first.
and for him, he put himself first. Trinity put herself first. Beatrice put herself first. Zach put himself first. Right. And it worked out for them. Even though it was a case of, like, Trinity and Bryce come back together because nobody wanted them, but they got that chance.
Right. Exactly. And they were able to explore. Exactly.
But they were able to explore. So Rachel's here. Rachel says, hey, lady, it's early, but I low-key am enjoying the drama more than last season. Me too. I feel like this is regular drama, and not just regular Love Island drama, but regular stuff you could see on the outside, because a lot of this is communication. And honestly, people, instead of being bored because it's not manufactured drama, even though I'm going to get to something, I was like, oop, did they manufacture that? I feel like people need to be looking at this and saying, oh, you know what? That is a clear communication error on such and such's part. But instead, they're going off on the person's personality, how they did things, how they're saying it, and people are getting mad at individuals instead of saying, well, you know what? It would have worked out better for this person if they communicated. It would have worked out better for that person if they listened. That kind of thing, and take that into your everyday life. But no. Jaquan is here. Jaquan this season already better than last season. Ace messed it up. Listen, fair, absolutely fair. I think I was saying offline to, I don't know if you were there, but I was definitely saying it to Danita that I like the fact that we're not getting manufactured breakfasts. Everything is genuine from the people that want to give it to them, right? Mm-hmm. Sean made the heart breakfast for Kenzie, and he meant that, right? Mm-hmm. To make her feel well. And it's not like all these things to hype up what in my opinion is the expectation of a Love Island coupledom, right? Did I like the them making the date special? Yeah, because we saw that in the UK. In the UK, they do, they'll put out a little spread, and they'll have like a 2-person or 4-person date and make it a little more special. But I feel like, did you actually mean it? And I feel like in those moments in the UK they meant them. Maybe not last season, it was more manufactured for TV.
Yeah, maybe so.
Jessica says Kenzie just wants to be a victim and still press that she was not Zach type at this
Exactly.
point. And also, I think a lot of them were thinking of the challenge differently. Yes, honestly, all of them could have been on the red dot and it should have been fine. It was day 2 or 3. Yeah.
Exactly.
So Kenzie tells Melanie she would literally roll her eyes every single time they made eye contact. And she says she's over him. And Melanie agrees with her. And she's like, kiss him goodbye. And Kenzie says he wanted a girl with dark hair. And Melanie says, yeah, well, he's got that. And at this point, I feel like Melanie's in this conversation because she don't like Kata.
Right. And also, Melanie is just agreeing with her to agree with her. She not caring if it makes sense or not. She like, yeah.
That's right. No, like, all right, Melanie, please stop. And Kenzie says, well, but I'm not going to sit here and say I'm hurt by it. I'm like,
but you are. You butt hurt. You might not be real hurt, but you butt hurt.
Right.
You won't shut up about it.
She's like, I wasn't 100% turned on by him. I was like, really?
So why
this is
crying?
news.
Why were you crying then?
Then why didn't you step on red? And I think Charlie's a ton fucking hotter, cuter than him. And I'm like, what? Not only do I disagree with that. Hello, Danita.
Hey, pretty girl. Hey,
Danita. I'm like, why didn't you say that? And why are you still upset that somebody that you didn't like all the way dumped you? Because I would just be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm sorry. All of this says she should have stepped on red, but she decided to step on green.
Exactly.
So she feels she can only blame herself because she did not see the signs. Because she did see the signs. She doesn't want to let him see her eyes because that's the only thing he complimented her. And all this tells me is that she is just insecure, right? She's insecure that she looks bad from her decision when she just looks regular. It was a miscommunication. You thought that you guys were putting in some work into this situation, and he was good off of it. And you should have probably also said on red, and that's it. So you were testing out a type you wouldn't normally go for, and he chose not to do that, and that's all that it comes down to.
Yeah, take it on the chin.
Jacob puts out that Charlie said he would talk to her, and I'm like,
he did.
He did. Yeah, he had her from the beginning.
I'm like, I'm sure he will. It's going to be a Kevin and Aiden situation all over again. Kenzie is one of those people who, when they get left, they say he wasn't fine anyway. That's sure as hell what he did.
Them people try to talk to you, and then when you don't want to talk to them, I ain't like you anyway. Oh, okay.
Not even that cute.
Sure you didn't.
You wasn't even that cute. Shoot. So, the guys chat with Gabriel and ask if he's with both girls. So, in their head, I guess, are you still between the two? He's like, no, I'm with the one I picked.
Right. They asked me to pick and seal it with a kiss, and that's what I did. So
and I did it pretty hard too. Where's the confusion?
Right.
Yeah.
And he asked, well, how are y'all couples? And they stated, oh, they locked in. Except for Sean, who says, well, I'm the person that got dumped for the person you're with. And he's like, oh. I was like,
my bad.
So Beatrice sits with Anaya, and I was like, okay, so either she's not allowed to, or she just did not care to go talk to Sean. And asks, what's the tea? And Anaya says to her, well, Sean's a little hurt. Yeah. Beatrice is I don't want to invalidate him or his feelings, but she feels like she could understand him being shocked if they were coupled up for 5 days or more. and that this was super initial.
Right.
And I do feel like that is fair.
I feel like it's fair too.
She explained she thought she would get to explain all of that though. And she even worked and that it's, for her, she understood that it didn't even work out any of the ways that she thought she was going to, and that it's even worse because she came in with a new man and got kissed down, as Anaya says. And Beatrice explains, they have a lot of sexual tension and chemistry. And Anaya ITSB is my girl. She's so happy for her. Her and Gabe, she's in her feelings when she's talking about it. You can see it all over her face and her body language. Like, I feel like she gave that energy with Sean, but it's like ×2 with Gabe.
Right.
Agree.
She tells her she's super happy for her. Trinity comes and hugs Anaya and tells her she misses her. And Anaya asks for the complete tea, now that they both have sat there, and they explain like they were both in the same room with him. But she's excited for Bea. Trinity says that Gabriel chose her, and then Gabe stops by and introduces himself, and then pulls to Bea to chat. And so he asks her how she is and if she's nervous, and she says she was, but she did feel like he was going to pick her, but you never know. And Gabe said that he likes her Latina vibe, and as she shows her Mexican side a lot, and they speak Spanish, and then she also asked him to speak to her in Portuguese. I just feel like they just have a lot of what the qualities both of them probably would look for in a person of a, I guess, Spanish speaking descent. It feels like, plus on top, so they understand each other culturally, plus on top of that they have a lot of chemistry. Yeah. So they make out, and at the same time we see Sean and Sophia walk by and chat how fast everything's going. Which is why I was like, so was she not able to talk to him?
Right.
And Bea says she still has to speak to Sean. She doesn't want to make him feel away, and she wants to be respectful. I was like, well, girl, you got to stop kissing.
Exactly. If you want to be respectful, have a conversation and stop kissing.
And she still needs to give him a detailed explanation. Meanwhile, on the dock, Sincere is like to Sean, where is his head at? And he said it was very tough to watch. And then he ITMs, it's one thing to know something is happening. It's another thing to actually watch it happen.
Yeah.
And Sincere says it's better it's happening now rather than later, which I agree. The man has a child. He's older. I do feel like if she was not invested in him and his child, this is probably for the best.
Right.
Yeah.
But he feels like Sean's position should be let her lay in the bed she made. He can hear her out, but really shouldn't put any more feelings into that. And Sean kind of says, yeah. And I'm like, okay, is that what you're going to do though?
Right. You're agreeing with him, but is that how you feel?
Right. Because I was like, it still feels like you are like waffling.
Right.
And Zach and Kata head to Soul Ties, and she asks, has he been with anyone else up there? He says no, which makes her excited that it's both of their first time. And I'm like, girl, the man did not like that other girl. Like, what was
He's never taking her to Soul Ties.
Why would he be taking her to Soul Ties?
No, ma'am. He has not been with nobody else.
Like, I'm like, did he not see? He must have been very kind about their coupling, because she really don't see the
She wasn't trying to bash Kenzie. She just wanted his type. This is that simple.
Yeah, that was it.
And they were excited to be a couple, and he feels like his Love Island journey starts now. And she asks if he's a homebody and about his typical day. He's done, and everything he says sounds a bit homebody to me, personally. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's excited for some alone time with her, as he says, without Charlie there with his little watchful eye. He is, Charlie, he is never going to live that situation down. Never.
That man tried to slide over. She was like, no, not tonight.
They kiss and make out a bit in soul tie. So Sean stops Bea, and I was like, why is he having to pull? What is going on?
I feel like Bea was standing there because she saw Sean coming. So
Mm.
I don't necessarily think it was him necessarily pulling her. I think it was a timing thing because like she was standing there with the girls and she was like looking at Sean.
So
Like,
she was waiting for him to come off the dock.
Yeah, they were making eye contact. So I think it was because even when he was like, let's go talk, she was like, oh, you're ready? Like it was kind of like, I've been waiting, you've been waiting. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Yeah. Brittany feels that Bea played in Sean's face a bit. She knew it did. She didn't want that man even before she met Greg. I don't think that she knew she totally didn't want him. I had her based on what it seemed like her type was based on the intro videos. I had her with Gabe. Gabe was initially supposed to come in with everybody else. Yeah. And honestly, if Gabe was there, it never would have been Sean and Bea. Period.
Right. She would have went straight to Gabe.
She would have went straight to Gabe. I think Sean was her next best because it was basically based on both the answers and especially their physical kisses and attraction. But I think she liked Sean. But I always knew that once Gabe walked in, starting to speak Spanish and Portuguese, she was leaving. Because that's literally what she said.
Yeah, but I think the thing about it was, I think why people say that is because she had already come out of the fog. She was enchanted with them kisses and stuff, right? And then when she got in that dressing room and they reminded her that man had a child, she was like, oh yeah, I don't even mess with people at home with no children. It was like that fog came from over her. She was like,
oh, so yeah, even if Gabe didn't come in right now, I think Bea would have flipped.
Yeah, and then she found out about the country music and stuff, and it just kind of was like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want this.
And but do you think that if it wasn't somebody who was like her type to a T, she would have went back to Sean? Because initially I thought if it wasn't Gabe and she went on that date and it wasn't somebody who was like a Gabe, that she would have went back to Sean.
She would have went back to Sean, but I don't know if it would have been like, that's who I want. I'm just kind of here because there's nobody else that's my type in the house.
So he asked how was it for her, and she said crazy. She didn't expect everything that happened. She does say she does want to explain herself to him because it probably looked crazy, and that they had a great connection and she liked where things were going, but she didn't totally want to completely close herself off on night one, which I think is fair.
Right.
And she didn't know where his head was at. She thought it was possible he would do the same thing. Right. And Sean says, well, you didn't think that stepping on red would mean a complete breakup of the couple? And she said, well, no. She said they had to be together. If they had been together like 2 or 3 nights, though, she probably would have stood on green. But it was night one. And she's like, I guess I was trying to have my cake and eat it too. And she asked how he feels. And he says, well, it's like a crazy feeling for him because he felt like stepping on red was completely closing off the connection, to be completely honest and transparent. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Is this like in season 6 where they gave them
that stick and twist? Exactly. Remember, I told y'all, I was like, it's just like that stick and twist.
But Bea's the only one that had that thought in her head because, I mean, the other girls who stuck, they were like, we gonna just stay.
Right.
But maybe they gave them different instructions. They gave them the same instructions that they gave Sean, but gave Bea, knowing Gabriel was coming in, different instructions.
Maybe. I don't know.
And so he says he wants someone who's going to stand on green. That's his thing.
Yeah. I want somebody who's going to be there, who's going to stand on green.
And he ITMs, if he's outside the villa, he would never be in a situation where he's talking to a girl, feeling her, in the club, and then she sits down at the fire pit where she starts making out with someone else right next to her. I mean, I was like, it could happen, but you're probably not gonna call her the next day.
Right.
He said it would be very uncomfortable. I'm like, welcome to Love Island.
Hello.
And Sean does say that the way she explained it is different, definitely different than how he viewed it. Mm-hmm. It happening. So in his head, he was just seeing her be like, "Oh, I don't want him."
Right.
Obviously, because she did not get to explain it. And he does feel like she's a genuine person. So obviously, he's going to take at face value what she's telling him. Which honestly, I'm not thinking she's lying. Anyone would be lucky to pull her, so there's no hard feelings.
And that was very mature. That also comes with age, but that was very mature of him to just be like, it is what it is.
You got it. Yeah. Jessica says, I get both sides of the Bea and Sean situation. Bea hadn't expressed any reservations to Sean at all, but also they hadn't been coupled up for long. But I think Sean handled it well overall, and that's my opinion as well. And Jessica also feels from the way that Ariana was talking after each couple, she made it seem like the couple was completely done if you stepped on red. So who knows?
So
that's what I'm saying, because she did say that with Bryce and Tiffany, and then put them back together, and they were shocked.
Actually, y'all are back together. So,
we back.
Y'all might have been confused, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, Kay says, hello, ladies in chat. I hope you are all doing well. The last 2 episodes have been very entertaining, to say the least.
Yes.
We agree. Yep. What do you think, Jaquan says, if Bea would do if Gabe says he had a kid?
She probably would wait for the next bombshell to come in and try to navigate to that. She don't want no kids. She's not ready to be nobody's stepmama.
I think she would be on Corbin right now.
Yes. Which she still may be.
Right.
And honestly, I can see it because she runs track. I'm telling you, all those track
going on right now.
All have kids and stuff. So she probably gets hit on left, right, and center, like by all these men that have kids, and she's like, well, I normally tell y'all no, like I don't want this. So yeah,
right. I think Sean being in Pennsylvania, like the likelihood of him leaving after the show,
that's what I would be thinking.
Because whereas Gabriel is in
to be with your child. That was the whole reason why you moved to Pennsylvania, because you got this woman pregnant and you wanted to be able to see your child, not just once a month or whatever. And I get it, and I appreciate that. That's been a good father. So you're not gonna pick up and leave. That child only 2. You got 16 more years that you want to be sticking around, and I'm not moving to Pennsylvania. So I would be like, no thanks.
Whereas Gabriel is in Miami, where like it's like, okay, like flexible, I'm flexible, we can just go back and forth.
Right.
And
or she could train in Miami.
Exactly. Like it's a little bit easier. Like I feel like she wouldn't fly to Miami before she fly to Pennsylvania.
Right.
So Kata sits down with Melanie and Anaya and Kenzie at the fire pit. They introduce themselves and where they're from, and then they ask how she feels, and she says she was nervous meeting them, but things went the best they could. And she tells Kenzie she knows that her and Zach were coupled up, and Kenzie says it's no hard feelings. And Kata says she doesn't want anything coming between them for them to have a good friendship. Do you believe her? Because some people seem to not think that she's being genuine with the girls.
Who, Kata?
No, I think that she does not think it's Friendship Island, but she don't want no beef. I think she want to be cool with them. Like, she's not looking to make her to meet her best friend. No, I don't think that. But I also think that she did not want it to be beef with them, that she really wants it to be a copacetic, like, smooth relationship. And she really didn't mean no harm. It's the name of the game. I just chose who I wanted out of the 2, and that was Zach. So, I don't want no problems.
That's what I think too.
Melanie asked Kata if she saw Zach at a bar, would she approach him? Oh wait, she does ITM. It's hard being a bombshell and stealing people's mans, but they were all really nice girls. And so then Melanie asked if she saw Zach at the bar, would she approach him? I guess she doesn't believe she's that into Zach, or maybe he's not.
Melanie just want to get somebody a hard time.
Melanie thinks that Kata wants her man. Like she
already, like from the jump.
She was already trying to figure out what was going on. So is that right? You want that?
Is that who you really want, or that's just who you wanted because you only had two choices?
Is he your type?
Now that you stepped in right now that you don't stepped in the villa and you see everybody.
Is my man your type?
Right.
Which is what she should have asked.
Exactly.
So she approached him in the bar. She said, "Yeah, for sure." And I believe her. Kenzie said, "I wouldn't for sure," and I also believe you. I think you would have approached his brother, which is why you should have stepped on red. I'm never going to give her anything now for it.
That's why I didn't care that she said that. I was like, okay, girl, you stayed.
And Jessica agrees. Melanie was trying to scope the competition from jump. Exactly. Like, she don't want your man, girl. Bryce and Trinity head to the speakeasy to check in on everything that happened with them, and they're both happy that they experienced the ability to explore. Listen, they got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, they did.
Hannah Montana would say.
They did. They got to explore and be back together in a couple. Mm-hmm.
And Fallon didn't believe a word Kenzie had to say because she chose him first. Exactly.
She did choose him first.
Hi, Fallon.
Jessica feels like they.
It's Rachel.
Rachel
comment first, yeah.
Rachel felt like this game was too early, and I think maybe some people, it made some people afraid to explore because they chose green, or afraid to circle back because if they chose red. I also think instructions had a lot to do with that, because even if they did this on day 2 or 3, if they said to the couples that this is ending your couple, I do feel like we would have gotten very similar results. I'm not sure by day 2 or 3 if Trinity and Bryce had spent more time together, if they still would have done a total split or one or the other. I think Bryce probably might have still split. Mm-hmm. But I definitely feel like the couples that stayed together would have stayed together.
Probably still stayed together. But maybe Kenzie and Sean wouldn't have stayed.
Right.
Because
the conversations would have had.
Because by then Bea would have told him like her reservations.
Right.
Yeah.
So fair, Rachel, which Jessica agrees, they have good ideas, but the timing matters. This game seemed to have too much pressure for day 2. Yeah, like it translated well for TV, I would say.
Right.
Because it was great.
Yeah.
Night 1. And listen, they didn't have to move the doors too far off production. But yes, maybe this is not a like night 1, maybe a night 2 type of game, right? Mary's here. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Or maybe we at least have the first real recoupling, and then the game, right? Because at this point, y'all chose each other.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. I do think it would have been different results 5 days in.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. I agree. I think so too. But they wanted crying.
They wanted maximum impact.
I thought we would have gotten crying on day 5 too, but
like they wanted maximum conflict.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they would have been
already. Like soon as we gotta get you on a roller coaster as soon as you come in.
Like they really would have had to lie to get as much impact as they got night 1, I would say. Uh-huh. Like if you step on red, you're done. You can't recouple for the next recouple. Something like that. So,
because everybody would have been stepping on red.
Yeah, exactly. And Trinity is happy they can continue to explore their connection. Bryce agrees. He tells her he has had his issues before where he doesn't put himself first, and he doesn't want someone else to be dealing with that. So he is happy that she did step on red as well and put herself first to have the best maximized experience that she could as well. So I like this conversation. I don't, again, Bryce and Trinity continue to not do it for me in a couple. I like them when they are like talking to each other, like in just to talk.
Having a conversation, right?
Yeah. And
romantically.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a dog. I got it in me. No, you don't. No.
You actually don't have it. It's like he's trying to convince her.
Right.
That is more. It's like, no, it's not more. We're just stuck until somebody comes in that we both want.
Right.
Yeah. So Sean and Kenzie chat and he tells her a bitch or said she put herself first. And I mean, that's as simple as it is. And Brittany is absolutely correct. Bryce and Trinity are forcing this couple.
Yes.
And he says it was hard for him since he chose green, but it is what it is. And Kenzie said, yeah, them kissing each other in front of us is kind of hard. And Kenzie said she wishes Zach was more upfront and just been like they could be friends. And I feel like that is what he said.
That is exactly what he said.
Zach did nothing wrong.
Like she was the one that wanted to kiss, and in the dressing room in front of everybody was like, not okay. Like he was as kind as possible.
Right.
I just don't. And she truly
used to rejection. That's all.
She can't be. She doesn't feel like he was upfront about truly getting to know her. And I feel like he was trying to get to know you to see if something was there. But I mean, he only got to know you, got that option to know you for a couple of hours, and then he had to make a choice. And so for him, you're not his type. He already told you that, so he was ready to dip.
She just not used to not being chosen and not being somebody's type. She think blonde hair, blue eyes is supposed to be everybody's type. And
that's what she was stuck on. He don't like blondes. He don't like blondes. He don't like blondes. That's all she kept saying. Yep. She was stuck on that one comment.
Yeah. And Zach comes and interrupts him and asks if he can speak to Kenzie. And that's if she wants it. And she says no. And he says, okay, tomorrow. And she's like, yeah. Instead of just saying, no, we don't have to have a conversation. I think we're both good with where we are. And I'm good to move on from this situation.
Yeah.
Which is what an adult would do. Right. Even if you don't want to talk to him. Like, I get not wanting to talk to him that night. But I feel like if you weren't really trying to talk to him at all, you could have just been like, I really don't think we need to have a conversation. Because I think we've seen that before where somebody's like, oh, we don't need to talk about this. It's like it's okay. It's over.
Yeah. But I don't know if I gave her a pass because I thought at that point maybe she doesn't know that she wants to talk to him at all. Maybe she just can't do it right now. But the next day when she kept dragging it, then I was like, nah. You need to just tell him y'all don't need to have it so he won't keep asking you. Because now you're trying to act like you annoyed with him asking you when he's just trying to have a conversation and clear everything up because he feels that he owes you that. So that's when I was like, no, you dragging it. You need to just tell him you don't want to talk to him.
Well, the only reason why I said it there is because then he walks away and she's like, Deshaun, it's really a no. And I was like, so then why did you say yeah?
Right.
Wait, I thought she was like, I do. Because she said, I don't want to. And then when he walks away, she looks at Sean and goes, I do. And they laugh.
I thought she said, I don't.
I thought I saw I do on the captions. I don't know.
I didn't see that.
I don't make sense too. But that's why I was like, when I thought I read I do. And I was like, so then talk to him. So I was confused when I saw that scene.
I thought she said it's a no. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought she said she didn't.
So maybe I can't remember.
And then she's like, she totally didn't want to talk about any. And at that point, she didn't want to talk about it at all because she said maybe we should just talk about something else because she was about to get irate. And I was like, probably good plan. Zach goes downstairs and tells the boys she refuses to talk to him, and they're all shocked because she's been going on and on about he didn't talk to her, he didn't tell her, he hurt her, blah 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 blah, and they all like, well, he told you wasn't his type, so they're probably like, well, maybe you should just like clear up whatever she doesn't understand, and now you're not even giving him that option, so now nobody's on your side.
Right. Sincere was like, that's crazy. Like, she don't want to talk.
So back upstairs, Kenzie and Sean talk about what they like to do outside the villa, and they basically are exploring each other. And I'm like, that's fine. Keep it moving. Everybody gets ready for bed. Trinity tells the girls she really needed that because it really did make her more comfortable with brides, which makes sense to me. I feel like it does make her more comfortable. I don't feel like it made them more romantic.
Right, exactly.
Bryce said it brought them closer, which I agree, meaning y'all, instead of y'all being strangers, y'all are now friends.
Right.
And Sincere feels the same way. And Zach says he can't wait to share a bed with Kata. Gabriel said same. Kata says y'all gonna hear a lot of kissing all night. and Zach asked Sincere if he and Melanie are pretty chill. He said yeah. He wants to make sure they are super good though. Kenzie and Kata check in and hug. She probably should have checked in with Melanie. Casey and Anaya say they feel good about tonight.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all probably the only one's good. Because I don't know what's going on with some of these, like, okay. And then, of course, because everybody else starts to not be good, they messing up Casey and Anaya. I was like, why don't y'all best? Everyone makes out in bed except for Trinity and Bryson. I'm like,
duh.
Yeah.
Morning time, Sean hugs and checks in with Kenzie, and she says it's to the girls in the dressing room. It's the best conversation she had the night before. She felt hurt, and I feel like it's because she wasn't like in the conversation. She was really just like with him and interjected what she needed to interject. And then it was good, like a good conversation. I felt like the clip that we saw with them.
Yeah.
The men bring the girls breakfast. Kenzie gets a plate from Sean and they get a kiss. Were you guys surprised at that kiss from them?
I was very much like Melanie. Did I miss an episode? Because the last time we saw y'all was talking about some dragons. How we go from dragons to kissing?
I said, y'all bored.
I said Sean don't want to be alone. Sean's scared he's gonna get cut. He's vulnerable. Sean, like,
it's so clear. Let me make it work. It's very clear that man can't be alone. He cannot be alone.
I know.
You're forcing it with her instead of actually pulling people for chats.
Yeah.
Okay.
People who might actually get to know you. They might not come out of their couple, but they will get to know you and be on the same level as you.
Right.
Sincere post Kata to say less. And one, I didn't have a problem with him pulling her because it's the way he pulled her, but I don't think he should have pulled her to say less. It gives trying to connect in an intimate way.
Because it was off to the side.
Yeah, because it's like covered and off to the side, like nobody can really hear y'all.
And she couldn't see who the girl was. She could only see his ponytail.
So it gave like worse. Yeah, so it made it seem like you were doing something you weren't supposed to do. But when we're hearing the conversation is, oh, where are you from? Do you like Zach? How are things? Like
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with my couple. You happy with yours? Yeah. So what you like? You from New Hampshire? Oh, I'm from I'm from Jersey. It was very it was very PG. And I thought the reason why I didn't find it, because I thought he did it. Like he saw Anaya coming down the steps and he was like, can I pull you? Like, so to me, I was like, he wasn't trying to hide it. He was like,
because Anaya was right there.
Yeah. I didn't think he was trying to holler because I'm like, Anaya is right there. Right. I just think that because she wasn't like that far behind, it was the venue that it was in, and the fact that we then found out later that he pulled her for her, but we'll get to that. So
it doesn't seem like Melanie was upset about the location. She just don't like the conversation. I think even if you would have pulled her in front of her, she would have still been pissed.
I agree.
It
wouldn't matter where he went.
Yeah.
Sincere says that he's very confident in his couple, but he ITMs that, sometimes you got to go fishing.
You have
this beautiful fish and this beautiful fish. You have two beautiful fishes.
So what I got from that is, okay, I just wanted to get to see if she was my type, if she took
the bait, if she was flirting with me. He wanted to see how she was gonna play it. And he didn't want to take the lead because he and his couple. So he was trying to see how she was gonna play it. Is she bombshelling? Is she still bombshelling? Or is she just happy with Zach and she cool with that and she trying to stay in that? That's what he was trying to see. And Melanie knows that's what he was trying to see. Right. But it is what it is.
But it's also not, in my opinion, him exploring somebody else.
Me neither. He ain't bought her no coffee, no tea, no water, no breakfast. He ain't.
It's one chat.
Sat beside her to, like, while y'all in the middle of a competition, ask her to play ping pong or nothing. It was just.
Or telling Zach, yo, I'm going to talk to your girl today.
Right.
So Beatrice and Zach chat, and she tries to work with him on how he can approach Kenzie in the safest way possible. She gave all good tips, unnecessary tips, because that girl is not trying to talk to him. We'll get to that later. Gabriel and Kenzie chat because she asked to chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they go and sit down, and Bea watches as they head off to chat. And Zach does kind of ask, "Oh, does that make you feel away?" She says, "I don't know." And Kenzie and Gabriel flirt, and they talk about their love languages and dancing. And Kenzie loves the energy he's bringing. And I'm like, great. If you're gonna go explore him, you might want to tell Beatrice.
Yes.
And I had a feeling she did not feel like he was off limits to her, because in her opinion, she does not understand why Beatrice left Sean, because Sean and her both got quote unquote dumped.
Right.
And so I feel like she didn't realize she was maybe doing that. I don't think she was doing it on purpose, but I feel like if she thought that they were something that she should seriously be wary of, she would have actually went to her. But I just thought she thought like at this point she's single, every man for themselves.
I mean, Anaya said it herself. Kenzie talking to everybody.
Yeah.
And I think she thought like he's a bombshell. She just saw him first. Like she wasn't thinking like it's really a couple. I don't think so either. Like it's a bombshell, and she just got to talk to him first and spend time with him. But I need to talk to him too because he ain't seen me yet.
No,
you know what I'm saying? He ain't seen my blonde hair and blue eyes.
We find out he is his type.
Yeah. And I think for Bea and Gabriel, they feel like their coupling is as strong as Melanie and Sincere, meaning they met on day one, they have everything in common, they could take this outside and keep it moving. So
right.
Off of one night strength.
Right.
So Trinity and Bryce chats with Zach and Kenzie, and he asks her again if she would like to chat, and she says no. And then this is where I was with you, Ms. T Joy. I was like, oh, that's it for me.
Right.
He is, at this point, she is immature.
Right. Yeah. And I agreed. I'm like, yeah.
Because she was trying to make him like he's the villain. And I'm like, girl, Zach did nothing wrong.
Nothing.
All he did was compliment your eyes. That was it. But like, he didn't do nothing wrong.
Nothing. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm off this situation. I don't want to hear about it, because the man was willing to chat with you like a grown-up.
Right.
When you are acting like a child, like a spoiled child. Like there's no reason for that. And yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong, which is like insult to injury. No. There's no reason to be bringing this much energy. Exactly. So even Trinity was like, girl, well, it's dead, because if you ask it once or twice and that's her answer, then she got to come to you.
Exactly, because I'm not gonna be chasing nobody. Trinity was like, I ain't gonna be chasing nobody like that.
And that's like Trinity, who sometimes I'm like is immature minded, actually has more sense in this situation,
right?
Which should tell you something.
Hello.
Yeah.
Anaya and Melanie chat, and Anaya mentions that Sincere pulled Kata. Now I saw a lot of people online was like, this was messy of her. I was like, well, who else was gonna tell her?
I'm supposed to tell my girl that he pulls her. Like, I'm going to tell my girl. I want her to tell me. What are you talking about? That's not messy at all.
And she thought she knew. Right. She thought she knew, because when she was like, oh, he pulled her. Oh, you didn't know he didn't tell you? No. And so Melanie is very upset because she feels like he's not being straight with her at that point. And she also asked him, she doesn't want to self-sabotage. And I'm like, girl, you self-sabotaging already. So I don't know what else to tell you, because you have so much energy for Kata, in my opinion. And there's like, that says a lot. And the girl, all she did was come in and be beautiful.
Right, exactly.
That was it.
And it just makes it seem like you're just insecure. And at this point, there's not much that Sincere can do when you're spiraling out.
No.
And don't make me have to take up for this.
Don't make me have to take a man's side. I hate that.
I'm already always taking up for Zach, and I gotta ask Sincere too, because y'all
like Jennifer Ruby. Hey, Jennifer Ruby, welcome back. These women making me defend men for the first week. What the hell?
Jennifer Ruby, the same. It's like, come on.
Like, can we not and say we like did?
Serena. We be trying to support women's rights and wrongs, but come
on.
Y'all's wrongs are wrong.
Yeah. Like, I be trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt, but like, listen, y'all can't be doing stuff like this. Like, don't be immature. So Kenzie and Trinity chat, and they chat about Gabe and how he turns her on. And Trinity
feeling stuff down there. She feeling stuff.
Okay, it's like a little too much information for me. And so she asks if she wants to chat to Bryce, and she's like to Trinity, "Would you be okay with that?" And she says she was, it's still very friendly with her and Bryce, so just do what you got to do. And she's like, "What about you?" And she's like, "I think I want to pull Casey and Sean." And I'm like, did she not get to do that? Because we never saw her have a conversation with Casey and Sean.
There's a lot of conversations we haven't seen.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, she must not be talking to Sean, because when she pick up on the fact that he like her?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
we know Sean likes her.
Right, and he told the girls, I liked her from day one when we came up in here.
Because we know Sean likes her. So, right. But when Anaya says later that Casey just be chatting to girls, and Casey said, "Oh, I just be chatting to girls. She don't be getting jealous of him." I was like, so did he talk to Trinity?
He probably.
I'm thinking we missing a lot of stuff. Like Danita said, they not showing us,
especially with him too. He is missing a lot.
Because I'm like, what are we getting upset?
Because where were the conversations at? Like, he
acting like he's talking to everybody. Get upset with you, please.
Right, so Melanie, that's the only person other than Anaya that we've seen Casey talk to is Melanie when she pulled him. But other than that, we've seen him talk to.
They haven't talked at all.
Right. He said,
our first chat.
This is our first chat.
So what girls he be chatting with? When she said he be chatting with the girls, who is she talking about?
I was like, she's upset. And even though she's not telling her upset, I'm like, can we get upset with her? Because I want to be on the same page like everybody else.
Because I'm confused.
Hey, Boss Queen is here. Hey, lady.
Hey, Boss Queen. We
now
last season, girl. Hey.
Hey, Happy New Year. Miss Love is here. It does feel like they are cutting some conversations. They gotta be.
Yes.
They gotta be. Boss Queen was confused that Kenzie and Sean kissing that brother. Listen, that anime conversation was to turn them on.
I don't know. It was the dragons.
Jaquan said each episode should be like a minute 30, and then
hour 30.
Hour 30. It's gonna take me longer to take notes. But I said sometimes they're giving us an hour here and an hour there. Just give me the 2-hour episode because y'all are not making me any type of sense after a while. And right. You put out so many things. And Jessica agrees with us. Let us be upset along with our girls. Thank you.
Exactly.
Like, don't have to defend men.
Because even when she was talking to, I'm skipping forward, but even when she was talking to Sincere, like he didn't seem confused by like Casey talking to other people. He's just like,
you upset, right?
You upset.
He wasn't upset. He wasn't upset. And I was like, oh, Sincere gonna be upset. She didn't say nothing about pulling Casey. No, Anaya's upset, and she told Anaya the night before and the morning to come. But that's not
you were in the same boat, but you upset.
But that's because we had one too many conversations. So I was like, what conversation we missed?
We missing something.
Meanwhile, that's if the me Sincere only had that one basic ass conversation with Kayla.
Right. And that was it. That was it.
Like, please, let us all be on the same page here.
He's like, he's like, I can sense
here.
Hey,
CJ. Jessica said that's why it made it seem like Anaya was upset at Casey and not Melody. Yeah.
And everybody was watching that preview was like, why is she upset with Melanie? I said, can we watch the scene first?
Right.
And she was never mad at Melanie.
She was upset at him because he had too many comments. I think one was fine.
He's chatting with all the girls. Now, who is he chatting with?
Like, wait, what other conversation? Casey just minded his business. Because honestly, when Melody pulled him for the conversation, it looked like he was just minding. And she was like, hey, can we? He's like, me?
Right. You gotta get something to eat.
He's like, I don't cook, man. I don't got Anaya straight. Now, can I get pancakes? Let me work on what I got.
Kay said they got us taken up for these young men in this season. Thank you. I don't get it. So Kenzie agrees it's Gabe and Sean for her neck and neck, and I was like, fair. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're neck and neck with you, but sure. They get ready for the night and they ask Gabe what's his type, and he says he does more like blondes. And he says that he really doesn't have a type though. But if it was going to be, a 1 and a 2 situation, she would be his second option. So at this point, both Sean and Gabe do say they're feeling Kenzie.
And I told you she is the type of blonde that he would talk to in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I feel like for Sean, he thinks that she's the only person that he could talk to.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't want to step on toes. And I'm just like,
because she's really not his next.
He really want to talk to Trinity. So when you gonna make that happen? So I'm just like, are they hiding? Are they trying to build another storyline? They're gonna bring it later because why are y'all not?
It had to be tomorrow before this recoupling because I'm confused.
He also mentioned Anaya again, and I'm like, so pull her. Why are we not pulling for chats?
Melanie is in her head because her and Sincere haven't chatted all day. Now I saw somebody on Twitter was like, I don't understand how they couldn't talk all day, and I was like, because the producers will literally not allow them to have one-on-one conversations all day.
And then make it seem like you chose that.
They will make it seem like you chose that. And then at some point, they're going to be like, oh, how you feel about that Sincere hasn't pulled you all day to let you know he talked to Kata.
Right. Even though they told Sincere he couldn't pull you for a chat.
Messy ass producers.
So messy. They are so
messy ass producers.
I love this show.
So she said she's in her head. I said, yes, that's the producers.
Right. They in your head too.
But Rachel agrees with you, Miss Tisha. I think they're saving some storylines to drop on us. Well, they better do it before somebody gets kicked off this villa tomorrow.
Hello.
Trinity and Beatrice check in, and she chats about Gabe and Sean with Kenzie. And Beatrice said she noticed they chatted all day. So another thing where they were having a conversation all day, and Gabe didn't check in with her either. But she also feels like Kenzie, because Kenzie's the girl and can talk to her whenever the fuck she feels like it, should have approached her.
Because she can.
Yes. And tell her, hey, I'm talking to him, or I've been talking to him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What's up? Because that's what they agreed on. Right. Like, she doesn't just want to take what he says at face value, but at this point, she don't know if she can trust Kenzie will tell her the truth.
Right.
And so she wants to talk to Gabe and make sure the communication is solid. Like, where are we? How are we doing? Day 2, yeah. We still good. Sincere and Melanie are sitting next to each other and in the nighttime, and it's just quiet and awkward. I'm just like, y'all next to each other now. Like, even if it's under your breath. So you pulled her for a chat? Like, what's going on?
How was your chat?
How was your chat? But nope. They go back and forth a little bit about some awkward bullshit, and then they get a text about a bill. That's like, they change and they head to the pool for that sinking feeling. I will say this was a cute game, but if you are a black girl, they just fucked up your wig. And
not Anaya. Anaya got the right hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But no, this, you might have thought this was a cute game, but baby, Trinity set us back. I did not. I was horrified.
I would have kept that.
Horrified.
To the grave.
I'm not even her mother. And I was like, I could be her mother at this age.
Gotta be her age. Gotta be her age, because who says that? Mm-mm. Who admits to that?
I would have took that to my only me and the guy.
Not in a game.
I never even told my best friend out of just embarrassed. I mean, like, what are we talking about here?
And when they ask you for your secret, you don't have to give them the worst one.
No, give them the one Anaya gave them. Like, give them a secret.
Even the one Gabe gave them. Like, I don't know. Like, you didn't have to give that one.
I can only imagine Trinity Mama church people. Jesus, I don't even.
Ooh, did you walk into church on Sunday?
I don't even want. That was.
They go. They be calling her
2 days. My mama said to me again when she talked to me today, oh, Jesus, do you know what Trinity Mama name is? Because I hope I don't know her. I was like, no, I did not know. She like, have my mom's born. Yeah. So they are, you know, it's like, she like, cause I told your aunt. I said, because you know she worked down there in Newport News. I said, look, T told me. She called me T. She like, T told me on this Love Island show, the girl, you know, she done told her the whole story. And she said, your aunt said, find out the mama name. And I said, Lord, please.
Somebody down there called her up and was like, Charlene, did you know that Trinity?
Right. Somebody been watching the episode.
My God, today. Like, I would have never.
Alice says, that was horrible, but I do love Trinity. I do love her too.
She's hilarious, but I would have kept that.
She did say, who's freaky? Yes, she did say that like it wasn't her.
Who's so freaky? You. It's you. I knew it was her immediately.
I knew it was her too. I did know it was her. I knew it was her.
I got a few of them right. I called a few of them, and that was one of them.
I knew Sincere's was.
I knew Gabe. I knew Sincere. I knew Melanie.
I thought he might have slept with her for a green card. I knew he had slept with her though. I was like, that's
yeah.
Kay says that was too much for me. I'm just too lame. I was screaming, no, Trinity, no.
And she just kept going. It was daylight savings.
Yeah.
When she went to explain it, and I told him, hurry up, we gotta hurry up. You didn't have to hurry up because you ain't have to do it, man. You didn't have to do
it. So Melanie, so each get a question, and they read the card, the card on the question on the card, which is a fact about an islander, and they have to push their choice into the pool, then read the card to see the real answer. Melanie, which islander has done sexy role play as the Terminator? And she chose Anaya because Anaya was acting nervous.
Yeah, she get nervous.
And she was right. And Casey ITMs, oh, he likes that. And I was like,
he want to role play. He want to role play. You ready?
Casey, which islander forgets a hookup name mid-sex? And the girls are like, that had to be a guy. And I was laughing.
Yeah.
So he chooses Zach, and he was correct.
And why Ian Sterling so much? That's why I take mine to Starbucks.
So that's actually a really good idea. Thank you for that.
Your name on the cup.
The name on the cup is also spelled right. Kata is pre-pissed, and I was like, Kata, I don't think you got to worry about that. But
right.
Cool. Kata's question was, who slept with a 52-year-old? I knew that was Gabe. I just knew that was Gabe.
I knew too.
I knew it was Gabe.
Miami.
I knew it right away. I knew it.
Rachel says I knew Gabe because that man would probably sleep with anyone who stands still. Bear's mouth dropped. Sincere.
I guess because I'm closer to 52 than I'm not. And she was like, I can't even believe like they still. I was like, wait a minute.
They can still do it? Yes.
But when I was that age, I used to think the same thing. But she was like, I didn't think they were still doing it. And Trinity was like, that woman must look good.
So they see Gabe, they're like, oh, she had to be fine.
I'm sorry. Do y'all feel like she had to be fine for Gabe?
No. I said they feel that way.
Okay. Sincere, who broke up with their partner and slept with someone new on the same day? He chose Bryce, and it was Sean.
Mm-hmm. Sean is freaky. That's why he over there kissing Kenzie, because he got to be touching and kissing somebody. That's how he got somebody pregnant off them doggone dating apps, because he got to be humping. He's horny. Bryce
gave who gave their boyfriend head while their mom was driving. He chose Kenzie. She's like,
she said it's not me.
You know why he chose Kenzie? Because that's some white woman stuff. Because he thought. It really is, because they used to be like, that's not technically sex. They used to think, like when you were going to high school, the white girls may be like, you just give them a BJ and that satisfies them. And so it feels like you're having sex, but you're really not having sex. That's how they used to think, like back in my day. So I really did think it was her too. I did think it was her.
Yeah.
But I saw Trinity's face and I was like, it's Trinity.
Melanie has questions, and I was like, I don't need the answers to any of those questions. Bea, which islander ghosted because he gave her an engagement ring? And Kata is her choice. And I was like, that didn't sound like Kata.
It sounded like Melanie.
And it was Melanie. And Sincere is like, that's messed up. And that's his first red flag, because you don't ghost someone. And I was like, what was he saying to him in the damn confessional? Because where was all of this coming from?
Like, that's the red flag, but she literally said he bought the ring for sex.
But so that's the red
flag. This is what I'm saying.
It's not a red flag. You texting somebody while you with somebody else. That's not a red flag.
In high school,
everybody does it.
In high school, like I was like, no. Who orgasmed on someone's front pillow? She thought it was KC for some reason. It was like, yeah. But it was Kata. I was like, I feel like it was a girl.
I guess that she didn't want to choose a girl.
I don't think she wants to choose a girl. When I got to the in the next episode, the challenge, and she slimed her man. I was like, she don't want to be choosing these girls.
Yes, she's choosing her man. That is it. It's always going to be Casey.
Zach, which Islander has had sex in the same room at the same time as a friend? And that was sincere. And I was like, that. I was like, that doesn't sound like sincere. That sounds more like Casey. And I was right. Anaya's like, fair. That happens to everybody. And she's like, oh wait, not me. Like that. Like, girl.
Clean that up real quick.
I haven't done that.
I didn't do that. Not me.
I know people who did that, you know.
Brittany says Melody's was wrong. If anything, hers was the most valid. Everybody else is the I'm saying. I was like, I would have done the same thing. I would like never talk to the person again because one, why are you buying me a ring in high school? Two, when you find out he bought it just to have sex? No.
Right. Because I said I was waiting until marriage. No, thank you.
Kenzie, which Islander dated someone to get their friend's number? She chose Zach because she just has a hard on with Zach. But it was Bryce, and they dated for 2 years afterwards. And Trinity's like, see, he's sneaky. He be trying to act like he not. But he playing that good guy role.
Right. I got my big eye on him. Yeah. You got to see what's going on.
Anaya, which is guilty of texting someone while with someone else. And I was like, that is so sincere.
He looked nervous.
He's like, I was like, it's him. I was like, it's him. And she chose Sean. I was like, it's not Sean. It wasn't giving Sean to me. I'm like, that man was in a relationship for 10 years.
Yeah, it wasn't giving Sean.
Yeah, he didn't step out until afterwards.
Right. And then he says, who has it?
I have it. Like, who has it?
And I was like, are you telling us? And then he looked and realized, oh, wait, no, I don't do that no more, though. And I'm like, are you sure?
And they were trying to help him out. They were like, oh, you were just talking to the girl. He was like, no, dating. I was dating her.
So now Melody is beyond pissed. She's like, oh, yeah, you a cheater. And I'm like, did you just learn that he was a cheater or something? Because you are overly pissed.
She just learned it, and now she's all the way turned off. This was the beginning of the turn for her. This was the beginning.
And the producer did that shit on purpose.
This game, after him pulling her for a chat, they knew.
She's like, oh, you met your fucking match. I'm like, damn.
0 to 100.
You, ma'am. You don't even know
Chat.
That could have been 4 years ago. He did not do it to you. It's like, calm down. He don't even have your phone number. He definitely did not do it to you.
Right.
So just calm down.
So he jumped. Everybody except for Anaya and Melanie jump in the pool, and they're all making out, including Sean and Kenzie. And I'm just like, y'all gotta stop at this point. I like you both individually, but this is just giving bored.
Yeah.
Right. Melanie says, "Don't play that game with me." I'm like, damn. The girls chat and ask Melanie how she feels, and she's like, oh. Yeah, but him being a cheater, I knew that. We talked about that. I was like, did you? Because you acted like you never heard any of this.
Because if y'all already talked about it, why are you mad about it now? Why are you mad about it then?
Because you would have been like, oh, that's sincere.
Yeah.
You were shocked.
She smiled.
Yeah. Like, first you were, that better not be him.
Right.
Then you were like, oh, it was you. Okay. I got
and the saxophone started getting louder.
Exactly. So you need to keep talking about the saxophone.
Jessica said Melanie was steady going up a roller coaster. There should be a centimeter on the
yes.
Yes, yes for the upset meter because they like. I'm like,
they should have done
that. Casey is sincere chat, and he feels like she's upset that he talked to Kata. No shit, Sherlock. But he's also frustrated because she's putting her trust issues on him, and I'm like, fair.
That's true.
Because she is.
Because she is. It's like, damn you, right after that, having to have me agree with this man.
Right.
Pissing me off. Melanie asks Kata about their chat, and Kata basically says, but it wasn't romantic. She's like, on your part. And she's like, well, she's like, I can only tell you on my part it wasn't romantic.
Right.
Melanie is pissed. I'm like, what are you about? She didn't do anything to you. She told you the truth, and she told you it's not romantic because I believe Kata. She don't want that man.
Right.
Otherwise, I think she would have pulled him.
She doesn't want him. Right.
She's focusing on that.
Melanie and Sincere chat, and he says he's not exploring anyone else. The chat was basic. So now they're both telling you the same thing. So they're lying when they don't have to. It's day 3.
Right. Yeah, they don't.
Kata sells Zach and Bryce. This was so funny. They were sitting in the hammock, and they're like, I don't know, she's upset, and he's like, oh, really? What happened? It's like, I don't know. It just feels like a miscommunication. They're just watching it. Oh, yeah, see, she's upset. I was just laughing at them because I'm like, y'all are not making this helpful. And so Melly tells Sincere, well, he could go on ahead and explore. And I was like, wait, that's not.
One conversation.
One conversation went
0 to 100. 0 to 100. Like,
right. But this was the first example of us seeing how Melanie communicates, right?
Yep.
When she is given information that she does not like, we're seeing how she funnels through that information. She doesn't take the time to sit with it and process it, right? She rejects it, and she then starts to become defensive and gets an attitude and like is gonna push away. You know what I mean? And I just was like, it didn't have to turn into that. I just was like, how we get here?
And the person is always left confused.
Right.
Each person.
Yep. Yeah, very much so, because it's like, where is all of this energy coming from? I don't understand where this energy is coming from.
Exactly.
At all. I want us to get on the same page. So let's figure out where the energy is coming from. And she can't do it because she just has it in her head. Now, Jaquan says Melanie is Huda 2.0 and people want her out. It's a show. We need to keep her in for Casa movie night. I don't even feel like she is Huda 2.0. I feel like she's a Maya.
Interesting.
And this has nothing to do with her being Dominican. She's a Scorpio.
Processes, because Amaya used to immediately
and then have to walk it back and apologize because she overreacted, and people had a conversation with her, and then she had to walk it back, and you realize, oh yeah, you're right, I shouldn't have did it that way.
Huda never apologizes.
Never. So and that's what I'm saying, like, it's a very, very Scorpio type of thing to do. Taurus, we do it, but
has not apologized yet, though.
And I was gonna say, Taurus, we do it, but we do it when we are at our like very wits end. We will flip on you, and this is after being like feeling like you've been gnawing at us for a while, and yes, then you won't get an apology from us because we were right at that point.
So y'all think the stubbornness, that whole stubbornness in y'all can't tell y'all nothing when you get to that point.
Right. So I feel like Melanie, I feel like what Kata said was correct in that she says she's upset because she put her eggs in one basket.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also feel like she put her eggs in one basket because I don't think she wants anybody who's currently in that villa. Right. Or do y'all think differently.
No, I'm kind of with you. I feel like it's sincere and only sincere, which is why we're seeing how she's moving. And that's another reason why I feel like it's a little bit different than Huda, because Huda was looking at other guys. She just stuck with Jeremiah and played that role. I feel like Melanie is very much is sincere and nobody. Like that's the only man. And now Corbin's in here. She's saying, I don't have a type, but he would be my type. Yeah. And I feel like if all of this hadn't happened and then Corbin came in, maybe I would be like, okay, she's actually genuinely wanting to talk to Corbin. But it's all just seeming like this is because of that one chat that Sincere had.
And I don't think that if it hadn't happened, I don't think, even though she would have thought that Corbin was cute, I don't think she would have tried to talk to him.
She wouldn't have talked to him.
No. She want to find her person, get married, and pop out 10 babies. That's what she wants.
Yeah, I think Corbin is probably the closest to her type because he's the closest to a Sincere. I feel like that's walked in the villa,
and he East Coast. She love it East Coast.
Yeah, so I honestly think that she saw wedding bells, she saw the kids, and then he talked to Kata.
I'm telling you, a water sign will have you married to them in 2 months. I'm telling you what I know. It don't. Oh my goodness! They just
now. Rachel feels like I think she's attracted to Casey because he's her normal type, but I don't think she generally wants to date him. She would not have pulled him if Sincere didn't pull Kata. I agree with that, except for I'm not even sure if he's her normal type, but she definitely
look like. But she definitely
didn't she say he was her type when they were doing the doors? Did she say that's my type or that's the type I go for? She said that about one of them, and I don't think it was Sincere. I think she did say Casey was her type. That's who I normally go for. But she was like, I'm trying not to do that no more. She said something like, I'm trying not to do that type or something. I can't remember.
Melanie basically tells Sincere nothing he can say will make a difference. She just has to see it. And I said, okay, so Rachel's saying that Melanie said that day one. So did Jessica. So, so I agree with her here. I don't think that there's anything Sincere can say at this point because he has talked till he's blue in the face that he's doing this. He will always do this. He's going to show her this. And until she sees it, basically him locking himself down, never talking to another girl, she's not going to believe him. Mm-hmm. This is Love Island. He's not going to not talk to another girl.
Right.
But if you want it to be done a certain way, have that conversation. This is the same thing that the problem with Bea, the problem with her, the problem with Kenzie is if you wanted things done to you a certain way or you wanted people to be on the same page as you need to have a conversation of how it should be approached and when and how you're feeling from moment to moment.
Yes. You have to teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
And that's just plain and simple.
She might just be too young to realize how to have that happen now.
Right. Because even though, like, I agree with her when she was like, it's going to have to be your actions, basically.
Yes, I agree.
The next day, we see how you're moving, and it's like, okay, now you're being immature.
Yeah.
You want to see his actions, but you're doing stuff that's going to purposely make him mad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, the man has only shown interest. He's not even really shown interest, but based on his ITM, shown interest, let's say, in one girl. And it was a one conversation. Even after that conversation, he didn't say, yeah, we had a really good conversation. I think I want to explore. Like, we seen that shit. Rob did that with Leah, and Andrea said, you good. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Andrea comes and he kissing her behind her back. Yeah. One conversation, he's like, oh no, she like I'm moving on, and didn't tell her shit. That's totally different. Then she tells Kata, Zach, and Bryce over by the hammocks to mind their business, and then walks off.
And this started it for Kata, okay? Because this is when Kata started being like,
Like, why you have a problem with me? I ain't do nothing.
Why you gonna call me messy when y'all are sitting here having a conversation in front of everybody?
In front of our face.
Not only in front of us, in front of 52 cameras.
Like, we're all watching.
Exactly. Please.
Like, they could have went to Say Less. They could have went to Soul Ties. They could have went on the dock, anywhere.
The makeup room, anywhere.
Hello.
So that was episode 3. Episode 4, Sincere goes to the dock with Bryce and Sean. He's like, now she's saying I explored when I did it. I was like, I'm like, don't make me feel bad for this kid.
I ain't even do nothing, man. I ain't even do nothing. It's giving that kind of energy, man. I ain't even do nothing. I'm telling you.
Oh my God, Judge
before we move completely on, how do y'all feel about her forgetting her name?
Oh, Katie. Then she called her Katie. So she, again, that's what I'm saying. She has a hard on for Katie. I don't know what it is. Other than, like, I don't want to say that you are insecure about the way she looks, but I feel like it's you being insecure about the way that she looks because you're not even holding conversations with her in order for you to know her personality, for you to do shit that you're doing. It's immature. And you just, to me, it's just off the bat, you think she wants your man because you think your man is the cutest guy in the villa, and honestly, he's not. But that's me. And so, you know, like to me, all of them look good. Like I can't say that. And well, probably Bryce is probably the lowest on my list of, you know, cuteness factor, looks factor. And that's not to say that he doesn't look good. I said the same thing about Nick, but I also understood why Nick would be a model, right? Like I understand why Bryce is a model. Would
he has that model look, but just not.
Yes, but not necessarily like that conventional fine ass man look, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not giving her that chance that I can sit there and be like, yeah, I mean, Melanie don't like Kata, but Kata's giving it right back to her. So I get why I can't do that. Kata hasn't done shit to you, but try to be kind to you.
Right.
And understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling.
Right.
Like, she was giving you the benefit of the doubt and telling the boys, no, I think it's just a bit of miscommunication between the two of them. She had a full-on conversation. She knows what it was, but she even tried to cover up for her with the boys, one of them her man, and say, listen, I think that it's just miscommunication. They're not on the same page. They'll be fine. They'll get it back together. And then you get mad at her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Jeffrey Ruby says, I don't really see how Mel doesn't go soon unless she checks her energy. I don't see why anyone would want to be in a couple with her. Same with Kenzie. I don't know. To be fair, we saw like Kayla spiral out a lot. Yeah, when people were trying to talk to Aaron. So like when Liv came in, because again, blonde was his type. And then Andrea and Nicole came in again. Blonde was his type. So we saw the spiraling a few times. At this point, Aaron's older, and I think he does have the ability to shut it down. Those insecurities, right? Sincere hasn't learned that yet. There was some manipulation factor there with the Aaron and Kayla situation as well. But
that's what I was about to say. He was able to manipulate Kayla, and Melanie can't like be manipulated like that. Right?
Which is why I agreed that it's going to take a see and prove situation, but she better hope he's not petty back to her.
Exactly, because she's being very petty. But you know, I don't know. Poor Sincere. Oh my God! Why am I saying poor Sincere?
Why did you say that?
Got me doing that. I don't like that. Damn you, Melanie.
And you sounded so genuine.
And then I was like, shocked.
Oh Oh my God.
Maybe he'll mess up soon and we'll be like, all right.
All right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Sincere chats on the dot and then says everything I want, everything I didn't want to happen is happening, but also I don't want this behavior in a partner. And the thing is, again, fear. Like all of this is fear. Like he realizes he kind of fucked up, but he was trying to do it so that it wouldn't make her insecure, but also it still made her seem insecure. So it's like, I don't know if there was any way for me to do this with other than never talk to Kata, basically, or any other girl, in order to make her feel secure in what we have. But also, I don't know if I can keep handling her being this insecure and putting it on me when I'm not even exploring it.
Right.
So if a girl comes in that I actually want to explore, can you handle this?
No, she's not going to be able to handle it. If you see how she's already acting, do you think she could handle that? No.
Well, if they make it a Casa, child, prayers.
Oh, child, she's gonna be.
Awesome prayers.
She's not gonna know what to do with herself. She's not gonna know what to do with herself because she's gonna sit there and be spiraling out what he's doing on the other side.
Yeah.
Bea and Anaya chat. Anaya asks if there's anyone she wants to chat to. She says she's focused on game, which I'm not surprised that he's her type. She brings up Kenzie not telling her what's up, and Anaya says, "Yeah, but hey, you just light up when you talk about her." Anaya keeps trying.
Anaya be trying to be the friend to everybody and trying to change the subject. She don't want no smoke. She don't want no smoke with nobody.
Nope.
No. And the boys chat, and Sean says, "Yeah, he was kissing Kenzie in the pool, and basically they're exploring." And I'm like, okay. Gabe says he's good with Bea. If he was going to chat to anyone else, it would be Kenzie. She's his type. So Bea pulls Gabe for a chat, and she says that she sees the sexual chemistry, and she just wants to know, does he really like her personality? And he says, yeah, he likes that she knows what she wants and that they're aligned in other ways. And I feel like those other ways are cultural, right?
Yeah.
And Kenzie, he feels like while she's his probably physical type as well, she doesn't turn him on in some ways, and she's like, she turns him off in some ways.
Yeah, that's what he said. She turns me off in some ways. Yeah.
And Bea asks how, in like what way, and he says in the cultural aspects.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that is his like bonus points for Bea, is that she just understands him culture. They can speak Spanish together. He can flirt with her in Portuguese. Mm-hmm. They just understand each other's way of doing things.
You understand you.
Yeah. Like, he not gonna put the avocado on the toast. He might put it in the egg, like stuff like that.
Right.
Melanie chats with Anaya, and she doesn't feel like he's being sincere.
Yeah. Ian couldn't wait to use that line.
I know.
You've been waiting. So she states she's going to explore. She's going to pull Casey and see if there's a connection there. And I was like,
how did this turn into you pulling who I'm coupled up with?
It came out of nowhere.
Like, you turned on the road, you went 0 to 100, and now you just flying. What are we doing?
Yes.
And Casey,
and now you're not caring about my feelings because you're really doing this out of spite.
Wait, that's what I was just about to say.
About my feelings. You're not caring about my feelings. And to me, that was the selfish thing. It's like, you're not even caring about, you didn't say, is it okay? How would you feel if I pull him? You just like, and I'm going to show him, and tomorrow I'm going to pull Casey and Sean. And I'm like, okay.
So I was like, you know what? Looking at Anaya, she didn't seem upset. So it's not like she looked surprised. So I guess she must have said something like, oh, well, maybe they were like, well, who else would you talk to? And she's like, well, the only person I would talk to is KC, and he's with you. And she's like, okay.
I think she tried to be chill. I think she tried to be chill with it, right? But then again, in the morning, she curling her hair, still talking mess, and I'm about to pull them. You know what I mean?
I think that's when she got upset.
Yeah, and I think it was just kind of like the way she keep casually saying it. She hasn't asked me how I felt about it. She don't care nothing about my feelings. She's so much in her get back zone. Like, screw me. And I've tried to be a good friend to her in this situation. I think she was just annoyed at that. Like,
I think at that point she believed her, because I think maybe she didn't believe her when she was saying it the first one or two times, and then she was like, "Oh, she really about to pull him."
Right.
Yeah. Now I'm pissed off. So Melanie ITN said if it doesn't work out with Sincere, she could get what she wants with someone else. She again says nothing he says will mitigate this. And I was like, yeah, there's nothing Sincere could do. And I mean, I get it, but I also don't, but also I get it. But also I hope you don't lose him.
Right. Right. Because if you don't allow somebody room to come back from this, how do y'all move forward? If there's nothing he can do to come back, how do you move forward?
Exactly.
So Casey says him and Anaya are on the same page and he loves it. And I was just like, now you about to mess up my couple's world, because they just living in La La Land.
He got his baby and he good. He don't want no problems. She like doing role playing. He done found that out. Now he like, this my boo. Okay, like, we good over here.
His sister made a TikTok and she was like, I didn't want to find out my brother was a freak. I didn't know that.
That's the hazard of watching.
It could be 16 more of those videos, because then we found out he got like 17 siblings.
17.
My God, today.
Oh, damn.
I said, ooh.
He said 7 on my mama's side and 10 on my daddy's side.
10 on my dad.
It's not like he get it from y'all parents. What you want from it?
I was like, whoa, okay.
Sean and Kenzie kiss and make out. Melanie does not want to cuddle. And I was just like, you're not like helping this whatsoever. No. And I was like, boundaries are great, but girl, like, I don't know how to help you here, because you're about to mess up everything. Hey, it's tomorrow, so we will get our first recoupling tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Thanks. Kata, Zach, and Bea and Gabe make out, which not surprised. They right now have the strongest connections. And I think Naya and Casey probably have been through a lot all day. So
they were knocked out.
Melanie says in the morning she is irritated at the chat that they had, and she tells the girl she's pulling Casey and Gabe.
Oh, Gabe. I said Sean. I mean Gabe. Okay.
Yeah, this time she went from Sean the night before to Casey and Gabe. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
So unless she talked to Sean at some point,
and
I don't know. Things be changing every minute on this thing. Bea says that there's no secrets between them and no shady business, and she's basically looking at Kenzie.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenzie is basically looking around.
Like, yeah, I love that.
Oblivious to it all.
We're such great friends.
I agree with you. Who would do something like that?
Right. Like, we're all respectful each other how we move, and Kenzie's like, yep.
You sure are.
I'm like, girl, she talk about you.
Exactly. She don't retain. She don't get stuff. Like, she don't get it. Zach ain't want her. She don't get it.
And Sincere is upset at the energy between them. And I'm like, I agree with you guys. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how you make this turn. Like, you can't turn this car around right now. So I don't know. You might as well just let it go into the crash dummy at this point. I don't know.
I mean, because she is like 10 degrees of petty. Like, she like, who want this food? I'm not even hungry. Like, she just like.
But you kissed him when he brought the food.
Yeah, and called him annoying.
Wasn't that crazy? I didn't think she was gonna kiss him, and then I saw her kiss him, and then when he walked out, she was like, "I'm not even hungry. I don't want this. Who want this food?" I'm like,
Bryce seems to be off that day, and Zach was encouraging him, and I was just like, Bryce, are you not ever off? Like, go talk to somebody. Yeah. That's not Trinity.
He's trying to talk to Trinity. He's trying to talk to her. He's trying to do everything he can, and she acting like she don't get it. She don't see it.
Melanie does pull Casey after breakfast, and he is surprised.
Me?
He says, well, this is our first time talking, which says a lot to me. Anaya feels like annoyed watching them talk, which there says, you upset her.
I see it all on your face.
He's like, I see it all on your face. She's like, she just feels like she's very transparent, which says to me, she must have talked to somebody because she must have told him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know, like, where his head is at. Like, so I guess maybe she told him her top 3 or 4, maybe. And says, like, if I was going to, talk to somebody else, it'd be such and such. And she feels like she doesn't know who his top is.
Because we've never heard it.
Oh, KC's top. Yeah. He doesn't outside of her. He say Anaya, that's his boo. Anaya. He don't mention nobody else, baby.
Like, that's the only person I've seen him be interested in since day dot. That's my thing. I don't know if he has more than one other person.
Nobody else.
I have not seen him put energy into nobody else.
He ain't even say nothing about no Kata. He don't say nothing about nobody.
Oh yeah, he said nothing about the bombshell.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. He's the only one. I think he got what he wanted.
He got what he wanted, and he almost ain't get nothing on that other door. And so on the other door. So he like, I was able to come and get my boo. I'm good.
Jessica says, I like seeing the conversation between Sincere and Anaya. Sean was there as well. Sincere noticing that Anaya was feeling away was nice. Seems like Anaya is mother hen and the girls don't ask about her. And I feel like that is also a problem. I feel like all the girls are coming to Anaya and asking her opinions about their situation. And I think it's partially because her and Casey are really good. But also they might not be. I mean, we saw it with Serena and Janae where they had to sit down and have a conversation because they were so much there for each other that when they were stepping on each other's toes, at this point it was Janae stepping on Serena's toes. She didn't realize it because she just took for granted Serena had Cordell.
Yeah.
So was it in her head stepping on a toe?
But I know you want him. That's yours. Yeah.
So I feel like at that point they all just feel like Anaya and Casey are good because when they ask them, they are good because I think they are good.
Yeah.
I don't think they want for nothing.
No.
But also that doesn't mean that you should get to step on their toes because y'all are going through turmoil right now.
Exactly.
Now, Jessica feels Casey's been complimenting Kenzie lately, and remember he asked her if she was interested, if she would be interested in Naya and Melanie's guys.
Yeah, he said, "Would you ever be interested in your girls' men?"
Yeah,
he didn't say specific names. I don't remember him saying specific names. I heard him say your girls' men, meaning any of them. Mm-hmm. They're men that they were coupled up with or whatever. And then that's when she said, well, Sean,
she was like, well, Sincere and Melanie, and then she totally skipped over KC.
Yes.
She's like, well, Sincere and no, he did not say specific names. He said your girls, men.
And the camera panned to
Anaya and Melanie, and then the next thing she says is, well, I just see Melanie, she's so happy with Sincere, which says to me that if she was going to talk to somebody, it would be Sincere. But that's what I got from the conversation.
Yeah.
he said,
I'm gonna look.
Yeah. Because I think they were the only ones in the villa. So who else would she be talking to while they were in the villa, other than Shaw?
Was that episode 2?
That was episode 2, because that was after they left.
Okay.
Anaya feels like annoyed watching them talk. And I was just like, I understand being annoyed, because I think it's mostly like, at this point, I think she feels like disrespected because nobody's taking her feelings into consideration.
Exactly.
And she's taken everybody else's, the girls and the guys' feelings into consideration.
Exactly.
And this is why you can't really be friends with everybody in Love Island, because like, kind of have to agree with Bryce, like if you don't put yourself first, you're gonna mess up your own journey. So if she wants to go after Sean, which I don't really think that's what she wants, I think if she wanted to go after Sean, she would have just went after Sean because he's available.
Right.
He's been available for at least 24 to 48 hours. Casey and Melanie chat about Sincere, and then it transitions to having multiple children, and then they cut off the conversation. So I, again, kind of didn't get much from that conversation. And honestly, I do think it's funny because people are insistent that Casey wants Kenzie or he wants
Melanie,
and that Anaya wants Sincere or Sean or Corbin. She don't want a dark one. And I'm like,
anything about Sincere?
People.
Because she stood in front of his door.
Oh, yeah. She did stand in front of his door.
So she will never live that down. Like Serena.
Even though when I went through it, she had the most in common with Sean. So I don't know. I don't understand. And Sincere. And I think with Sean, she didn't. I don't know if she wants to be a stepmom, honestly.
Yeah.
But she is saying she's not sure if Casey is interested in anyone else. And I'm just like, so then he's either having conversations and nothing is panning out, so he's not going back to her and saying, hey, I had a conversation with this, and we're talking and we're exploring, or he's having conversations and they mean nothing to him, so he's not even
see a convo between them after the one with him and Melanie.
We haven't seen a conversation with Casey with anybody.
I don't understand. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. She needs to have a conversation with him to ask him point blank, period. Are you interested in exploring with anybody else? Like, what, do you have a top 3? I know I would be like, do you have a top 3? I know I'm number 1, but do you have a 2 or 3? Like, just to make it, real, like at peace, like it's a safe space. You can tell me, like, I just want to know so she can know, because I don't think he's telling her anything. I think he's acting like it's just her and he's good with that.
I think that I think in people's head it's they think that it's possible, which I was laughing because they think it's possible that Sincere could be tunnel vision for Melanie, but Casey can't be tunnel vision for Anaya.
And is it because she's a dark-skinned woman? Like,
that's what I'm getting from it. They would rather believe he wants a light-skinned woman or a white woman than he wants to just stay with Anaya and through this journey.
Right. And people really need to check that. I don't think people check that enough. They do stuff like that. And I'm like, why do you think that? Like, what? You need
because usually we hear conversations like we like last season we heard Ace and Taylor when Taylor was interested in somebody else, right? In day 2 or 3. But he also didn't want to.
He wanted to speak to Huda? When he said he wanted to speak to Huda, Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And but he also didn't want that to let Alandria go.
Right.
So I'm not sure if the buildup is that he is going to turn his head at some point. They're not really doing a good job of building
scene for us to pick up. Yeah.
So unless they do that tomorrow.
Huh?
I said I watched the scene.
Okay. And what's that?
So he says, you, Anaya, Melanie, would you ever talk to one of their guys?
Oh, that's okay.
And she goes, well, it is Love Island. They all laugh. And then Sincere starts talking about Melanie. And we never hear Casey talk again.
Because then she says in her ITM that she's like, oh, I just see Sincere. So unless they're cutting out any interest in Casey, which makes no sense to me.
Why cut it out?
Why would they be cutting it out?
Yeah.
Rachel says, who on earth thinks Sincere is tunnel vision? He already expressed
a lot of people, girl.
A lot of people. There's a lot of people who insist that Sincere can't see nobody outside of Melanie. They are endgame. That's it. I'm not even saying Anaya and Casey are endgame. I'm saying I would like to understand what other conversations are being had that is upsetting Anaya, so I can be upset with her mostly, but also so I can understand what Casey is looking for in this journey. But people are like insistent that both of them are ready to leave each other for some light-skinned people, honestly.
Right. And what I don't understand is people sometimes, because they cannot be retrospect. But I have my law degree from Law and Order SVU. And when you represent your client, you can tell the bad things about your client, but you can still drive home that they didn't commit this murder. Right. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is I don't have to make it seem like he has tunnel vision and doesn't want anybody else but Anaya to bring home the point that what he does want is to focus on Anaya. So it's like you keep trying to sell us that Sincere only has tunnel vision for Melanie, which we know that that's not true. And you don't have to say that to prove to me that he wants to focus
that
on
he's
Melanie.
Focused on her.
But they get so convinced that I have to shut out all the stuff and make it seem like it's no doubt whatsoever. So it is only day 3 or 4 at this point. And so you don't know who's coming in. Okay.
Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There could be 4 Caters and 2 more Corbins coming in.
Exactly. I will say that I also hate that whether we agree with why they're upset or we don't agree with why they're upset, we see what it is that is making said girl upset. Right? Like we saw him calling out, you're not my type, that upset Kenzie. We saw Beatrix seeing Kenzie and Gabe talking. We see with Melanie, it was Sincere grabbing Kata. We don't know why Anaya is upset. We haven't seen the why she's upset. And I hate that she's the only girl in the villa who we don't understand why they're angry, whether we agree or not.
Right.
It's making it seem, and they used to do this with Serena in season 6, where they would do this on a Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden, like there's a problem. It'd even be in the preview for the next episode, or be something that they left us off at, and
while
then
people voting, so they'll have that in the back of their mind when they're doing that vote, and then all of a sudden it pans back to it, and everybody done made up, and it ain't even that big of a deal. Yeah,
right. So like in this case, Anaya, people was insistent the night before that Anaya was upset at Melanie. Anaya is upset at Casey. Anaya is upset at the situation. She's not specifically upset at Melanie. She's not a girl's girl. How's she telling such and such to go?
They say
she's mean spirited. How she's telling one person to
what was this on Twitter?
Yeah,
that's why I'm not on there. I'm so glad I'm not on there no more. To drive me crazy, that would drive me crazy. But also this, how about the simple fact that she can be upset, because even if she was upset at Melanie, if Anaya would have done that to Melanie,
and that's the second
she would have pulled that man to ask him how he liked his pancakes, she would have gone berserk. I'm talking about she would already be off the deep end by now. They would be having her sit in the back. You talking about give me 10, it would give me 20. get me the psychiatrist, get me, you know what I'm saying, the counselor. I mean, she would be off the deep end. So even if Anaya was upset with her, I think she was upset at the way in which it was handled. I don't think she's upset at either one, like Melanie or Casey. I think she doesn't like the way that Melanie is kind of really doing it out of spite, and you using my coupledom to try to make your man jealous.
Because that's Sincere's best friend.
Out of Sincere, because really that's really who you want. And so all it is to get a reaction out of Sincere when Sincere really ain't trying to do nothing. Like, so I don't want to be collateral damage. Like, that's what I would be upset
after
about.
a conversation. How are you going to act if like somebody comes in that he is truly pursuing?
Right.
Like I said, the 4 Marcadas that are about to come through the room. Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that people need to focus on the actions and the situations rather than the individuals, and it doesn't mean that they are evil spawn that are going to ruin the show and they need to be kicked off, but more, what can we learn from this? Because to me, a lot of this is communication, a lot of this is past hurt, a lot of this is things that not necessarily, like I said, going to be able to be cleaned up in a 1 or 2 episode thing. It's going to, for Sincere to break through her wall, it's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm. It is. And Rachel makes a good point as well. And I think this is because we're not seeing it. They're not showing them enough.
Right.
Rachel says, I think Casey and Anaya, some think they're married off and can never have an interest in anyone, and others think that they don't like each other at all and want others all along. Yep. Which, I mean, I guess. But I have to go by the conversations I'm hearing and what people are stating. Like I said, it sounded like she said he be chatting to girls, but don't. And I'm just like, well, we didn't see the girls, so which girls?
And he's saying he chatted
on purpose, and he said that he chatted to girls. He's not jealous, and I want to know who he chatted to.
So maybe it's Kenzie and Trinity. I don't know.
But why didn't Trinity named his name, but Kenzie hasn't named Casey's names
at all. Because even when the conversation about would she chat to other people's men, in that conversation, Casey never came up. She was focused on Sincere because I think Sincere is more close to her type.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Ruby says Casey seems pretty smitten to me. He seems pretty smitten to me.
Yeah, me too.
You just have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. So Kenzie pulls Melanie, asks her for the tea, and she said she really liked her chat with Casey. She's gonna get to know him. Did you tell Anaya that? Well, she can't tell Anaya shit because she gets a text and it's time for the game boss. Because my whole thing is you should have went to Anaya and not Kenzie, but
because Kenzie was like, "Oh, y'all were over there for a long time."
Yeah.
Oh.
So who's in charge? And Melody decides she's going to be messy. And this is when I was like, okay, so she's obviously not coming down off of this high that she's on. No time soon. Kata feels like this was made for her, and Zach says, hey, he likes a dominant woman. Seems pretty happy so far.
Mm-hmm.
Corbin is heading into the accounts department. Everybody else is in short suits. So suits with shorts. And they're all colorful. They're really cute. So you have to, in this challenge, choose a different boy to kiss.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's sitting around like office tables with papers and paper clips and all sorts of stuff. You got to choose one of your man's friends to kiss. Then you got to choose someone to slime. Then you go into the accounts department office and you kiss Corbin and grab some money. And then you get to kiss your couple.
Yes.
And so Anaya, she kissed Sean, which fair. She didn't kiss Sincere.
Nope.
And she could
have. Melanie would have spiraled. I don't even know.
Yeah, she would have.
She knew what she was doing because she knew that if she did anything that Melanie did, Melanie would have had a problem. It would have been Kata 2.0.
Right.
And that is my problem with this situation because you're not being fair.
Yeah, and this is how people, and this is an instance that people had to be with Huda. They had to try to protect her feelings because they knew if anybody went after Jeremiah that she was going to act up. So
exactly. It started last season this exact same way because nobody could get to know Jeremiah. Not that I think too many of them wanted to get to know Jeremiah because they basically were not too afraid, but they just didn't want to hear it. They didn't want the problems. They didn't want the energy in the villa from getting to know Huda's man. Right. Melanie is doing similar things to that. Yes. But I also feel like Amaya did similar things to that as well.
Oh, well, now we're getting to know her man because she never had a solid man because nobody was choosing her. Except for when Brian came in. Because that was her problem. Austin wasn't Ace, like nobody was.
She was upset when she felt like Shelly was still talking to Ace, and I'm like, but when did Shelly ever say that her and Ace were done?
Oh, that's true. And Ace don't want you. So
and then getting mad. And the thing is, you should be mad at Ace, not Shelly.
Exactly.
But she was mad at both. Ace definitely still felt that wrath.
Girl, but why Anaya was like before up on the table. Up on the table, Sean. Up on the table. I'm ready.
His name.
So yeah, she kissed Sean, slimed Casey. What did y'all think about her sliming Casey?
He was mad. Like, why you pick me? But Anaya don't want no smoke with nobody, so she just gonna pick her man.
That's all. That's really all it is. He was like, I feel like you can take it. They can't.
That's what she can say. Yeah. Bea kisses Sincere. Were we shocked at that?
No.
Slimed Kenzie. Were we shocked at that? Absolutely no. Woke Kenzie up because she's like, wait, what does she mean? Like, you should have done Kata. She's like, Kata's trying to take our man. And I'm like, Kata's not trying to take nobody. What the frick are y'all talking about?
Kata only one. She took yours.
Yeah.
But he was never yours because he wants you.
She don't want Gabe.
No. You trying to take her man. You want Gabe.
Right. So she says stepping on toes. And I was like, oh Lord, hopefully this don't go over Kenzie's head. It really did because she
It really went over.
And tell her for straight, like, you know what, I slimed you. I was like, yeah, you did that the first place. She really does miss love. Kata seems pretty happy with. She just going along because she got what she wanted. She said she was happy.
Yep.
So she goes in and she sees Corbin. She's like, "Oh, forget the money. Can we keep him?" Trinity kisses Sean, bad cop, and he said he might have to find a new career. Boy, don't you know it?
When he said that, I said,
I was like, you don't even know how much you probably going to. Ooh. And then slimed Bryce, and he was so upset. And I was like, well, Anaya slimed KC. They just feel like y'all can take it. And then she's kissing him, and Kenzie's like, ooh, she must like the turtle tongue.
Girl, when she said that, I hollered. I happened to be drinking something, and I almost spit out my drink.
But I'm still sitting here like you're the only one who keeps saying he has a turtle tongue. So does he?
Much like that turtle.
No,
you.
He was mad though because he's like, I'm gonna give it to her when it's time for us to kiss. I was like, which is why she didn't have a problem sliming you guys. Don't you?
And you was not giving it to. He thought he was doing it, boy. He like, I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna show her.
Trinity said, "Well, I guess he's not faking it." So I don't know. Those two, they gotta figure out something. Melanie kisses Casey. Anaya. Sorry. And Anaya's like, "Oh, okay."
Yep. So let the record show, Anaya, she kissing your man. So the next challenge, you can kiss her.
Like, I'm like, do you just not care about her feelings? And y'all didn't even get to talk right before this, when you had probably a 2-hour long conversation.
Her feelings do not matter, because it's all about a reaction to Sincere. Everything is about Sincere.
That's his boy. Yeah, that's her type. So that would piss him off.
And she probably is boy crazy. Remember, she been told us that she boy crazy. Yeah. She want to have babies and be with a man. Like, she'll do whatever he want her to do. Like, she male centered, right? So Anaya feelings just do not matter.
Anaya just didn't like the humping, and that would piss me off too. Don't hump my man. You got to kiss in the challenge, fine, but don't be humping my man. Because if somebody did that shit to you, you would be upset.
She was. She was upset.
Kata, I would like to slime you, is what the Melanie says next. And Kata's like, you're just mad at me. I don't know why, but you've been mad all day. So It's fine. I'll eat it, but I ain't do shit to you.
Right.
Kenzie kisses Kata. And I was like, that's so funny. She basically was going around kissing everybody with Zach.
Hold on, Tamika. That's right. What Jessica said. Melanie did say that. And what if Anaya had said that about Sincere? She did. She was like, you want to taste this again. That's enough for me to have a problem with you. That's enough for me to have a whole problem with you. Like, she just do too many slick. She make too many slick comments. And she really,
which is why I'm glad Kata was like, yeah, fake love.
Right.
Because no, don't sit here and say, love you. You don't love me.
No, you don't.
No.
Kata just walked in with a smile, kissed her man, only kissed Sincere because she had to.
Right.
And then still proceeded to slime the man. I don't know what you want from her.
We would still be slimed him to get to Melanie. That was
Sincere enjoyed the kiss.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he sure did. He's like, oh, I can't wait to do this again. I think I wasn't even expecting it. Notice how the man said he was not expecting
a kiss.
And he said he would still be kissing her if they hadn't stopped. He said that's a good kiss.
But you're mad at Kata.
Right.
Joyful Ruby says, oh, I loved her petty. I meant Kata did far less to Mel than Mel is doing to Anaya.
Yeah.
I'm saying she's being petty to the wrong person.
Exactly.
It feels like she's being petty to Anaya instead of being petty to Sincere. Yeah. I mean, also Kata, because Kata hasn't done anything. Right. But I mean, if you want to be angry, I guess, but leave Anaya out of it.
Right.
Jessica says Kata stood on business the whole episode from this game for. I respect it. If Melanie didn't slime Kata, I don't even think Melanie would have picked Sincere. She wouldn't have. I don't think she would have.
No, she wouldn't have.
She would have slimed the guy. She probably would have slimed Bryce.
Yep.
Or she would have picked Melanie. Like, she would have just slimed Melanie. Because she said that. She was like, I was going to pick you.
Right.
Later on, so.
So yeah, Kenzie kisses Kata, bounces on the table in the split, and then finally
she couldn't wait to do her dance moves.
She couldn't wait to bring out the moves. She couldn't. She's like, I'm gonna show y'all what y'all missing.
Mm-hmm. Look, she don't know how long she's gonna be in this house. She might not make it to the heartbreak challenge.
She like, you might not like this blonde hair, but do you like the split?
It's split. Okay. Yeah.
And then finally kisses Gabe, chooses Anaya to slime, and I was like, why?
Because I think she was listening to the question, and she does think that Anaya knows all the tea, because everybody goes to Anaya. So she was taking the question literally. Really
who has the gossip, not who's a gossiper.
Right.
Who has it? And it's Anaya.
It is Anaya. And then Sean, even though they're not a couple, they were kissing. So the girls go back and they sitting down, they giving each other tea about kissing Corbin in the accounts department. Mm-hmm. And Melanie was like, "Oh, he's my type. If there was a type that was as close to my type, it's Corbin." I was like, "Okay." And then she clarifies
he's that cute. And I guess it's just me because everybody seems to think he's so fine. I don't think he's that cute. Like,
he's cute in a tall, goofy way. But he's also in a tall, goofy way. Like he's 22.
He has the baby face.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, he looks 22.
Yeah, he does definitely look.
But that boy's deep though. But
oh my gosh, when he spoke, I was like, whoa.
Whoa. I was like, wait a minute. You look.
I mean, after that baby face, I was like. So Melanie has her and Kata clarify their slimes. Which I was just like, okay. Sincere was happy to kiss Kata, as we said. Mm-hmm. It could have went all night long. Mm-hmm. Sean feels Kenzie is emotionally immature. Let's discuss this. I was like, finally, you it. I know you have to see it. I don't think she's his type.
No, she's not, but he just want to kiss him because he can't be alone. He got to be kissing on somebody and doing something. So he picked her, but he's seeing how she is acting with this Zach thing. And he like, is it that deep?
Because he had a conversation with Bea. It went, and now they're both doing them.
Right.
Why can't you have a conversation with Zach? If you don't want to have the conversation with Zach, just be like, hey, Zach, like, I understand it wasn't us. You and Kata look very happy. We can just leave it at that.
Right.
But she's not doing that, which is showing her immaturity.
Immaturity. She's being immature about a lot of things. Like I don't think it's a good look to the guys that they feel like, well, Zach is one, already told you that you weren't his type.
Right.
Two, tried to talk to you to smooth things over a number of times, in the villa, and you're just being immature. And you cannot tell me she's not still complaining to Sean about Zach.
Exactly. So he probably is like, you know what, she's not mature.
No. So the boys chat about who they're going to pull for the night, and I'm like, y'all not going to get to do that. Was I wrong?
No.
Trinity and Bryce chat, and he tells her how he feels, and apparently they're both feeling the same way, and they don't want to compare themselves to the other couples because those couples are falling apart. And so they agree to pick up the pace and kiss. And I'm like, okay, y'all got till Sunday to wrap it up.
They're as strong as Melanie and Sincere.
Yeah, because Melanie and Sincere is falling apart, baby, and they coming together. Okay, so they falling apart, but we coming together. I said, sell it to her, Bryce. Sell it to her.
He was trying, boy.
Foundation. What we got right here, we building a foundation.
You know,
they have
lovers.
They have until Sunday to wrap this up. Mary Trice needs to go in the trash bin. No.
And can they also stop with this like Bryce, Zach, weird thing? Like, look.
they got a cuddle and you looking for me, you miss me, and they hugging and acting like they
said we didn't get all of this with
like,
Rob.
all right,
Rob
get out of my bed. Like, this is enough. Like, yeah.
Trinity's like, let's go. We're good. Bye. Get away.
Because they're always together.
They are. Yeah. That's because he don't got nothing romantic in that damn villa. Fallon says they're low-key the only couple having conversations. I mean, that we can see, but apparently conversations are happening.
Because they building a foundation.
That's about to crumble tomorrow, I have to say. Kenzie and Bea chat, and Kenzie realizes after she hadn't thought that she hadn't thought to chat to her about the game situation. I was like, yeah, she's clueless.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Bea wants to give her time though to chat with the bomb first. And I was like, Bea, maybe you should have this conversation with everybody in the room.
Right.
Don't be making those decisions because that's what you decided. You might want to go on ahead and like gather around the girls at the fire pit and make sure, like, when Corbin comes in, we gonna give Kenzie like time first.
Yes. Yes.
Which I mean might be fair, but also you don't know, what if he doesn't want to talk to her first? What if he wants to talk to somebody else first?
Right.
Yeah. You also saw how she specifically named herself and Melanie.
Yes.
She ain't named nobody else.
Yeah. Because they both was hot in the pants at the fire pit, and she's like, we good. So Anaya and Trinity chat, and Trinity is happy. Her and Bryce are on the same page, and I'm like,
building a foundation.
He had on him Tim. She had on her
Tim. Right.
Wrap this up. Trinity though gets a text to go to the fire pit, and Casey gets a text to welcome Corbin. Corbin is 20. Huh?
I said his face.
His face, yeah. He was like, okay, we're gonna get to what he said. I was laughing. Which is another reason why I think he's happy where he at, but that's just me. Casey gets a text, welcome Corbin 22 from Miami. He's 6'4". And Corbin comes and he stands in front of the fire pit. He's like, ladies, nice to see y'all again. And all the guys are like, what?
Again.
And like the girls are like laughing, and then they're like,
and you saw Casey look at Anaya like, what's funny?
Casey did talk that fast.
He did. They were stressed.
He's like, guys, to the girls, y'all want to know from me, or are y'all gonna tell them? And that's like, they ain't telling them, so you might as well go on ahead. And which is what happened. He tells them that after they were in the accounts department, they wasn't in there just to grabbing money. They were grabbing him and kissing.
And Hagel, what's his name, was like, I knew when they came out there, they was smiling. They was hot. They got that money.
So he pulls the girls for a chat, and the girls are all happy to have him just take them away, whisk them away.
The only one that acted civilized was Anaya. That's the only one that acted civilized. The other ones act like they hadn't seen no other guy before. I was like, it's not fun.
She held it in.
She did. Even in her ITM, she was the least like.
Right.
So Casey's like, oh, I'm on the chopping block. You didn't hear her? She said he was fine. I was like,
Casey was so stressed. He was so stressed from the beginning.
I was like, nah, he going after mine. You fine. He going after mine.
Casey, I'm like, Casey, I think you're probably the one that doesn't have to worry about it.
Probably.
He was so stressed until Cecile like, we over here fighting for our lives. Cecile like, what is going on? They too great.
And he's so short compared to Corbin when they dapped up. I said, oh, Cecile.
And even Bryce was taken back, because Bryce is used to being the tallest one. And he was like, he's taller than me. Like, Bryce ain't like that. Like, I don't like this.
And you would think it would be Anaya. She's been around basketball players, but she's like,
yeah.
Okay. Corbin asked whose type he is, and they said all of them. Trinity's like, definitely me. And he remembers all their names, which, I mean, listen, he did a really good job, because normally we get guys coming there and we know they watch film, but they be struggling. Yeah. He knew all of them. He's like, I remember 10s out of 10s. I was like, ooh, 22-year-old.
He's smooth with it.
Okay, bombshell.
Mary feels like the girls are moving mad and not living for it. I mean, certain girls more than others, but yes, fair. And so they do talk more details about like what he's looking for, and they were just about to get into it, and then Melody's like, "Hey, can we just talk to them?" I was like, "Yeah,
girl."
I was like,
but you remember at first, because Trinity, when they were sitting down, Trinity did say, or was it? Hold on, or was it Kenzie?
It was
said
both
it
of them. It was Trinity and Kenzie.
Okay, they were like, "Move back, like we can't see," like
they said it jokingly, but yeah,
they did say it jokingly, but she just laughed it off and didn't move back. She still didn't move back, and so I was like, "That's gonna be a problem later." Like when it first happened, I thought to myself, "That's gonna be a problem."
So then somebody screenshotted like when they were sitting down, and like how you cross your legs. Her in the screen grab, her foot is like under his leg, like Melanie's foot. Yeah,
she was doing the absolute.
Like my whole thing is, you think you're going to move from Sincere and Corbin's going to be like stuck on you from day one?
I wouldn't trust it.
I would not.
Corbin did not come in there looking for no woman. I don't care what nobody say. He came in there to play games. I don't get. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I don't get that energy.
He gives bombshell energy, which is what he's supposed to be giving. He got to prove. Listen, you're supposed to be in the doghouse. You got to prove that you actually here to actually do something.
Yeah.
Other than look cute.
Yeah. But yeah, see what you're gonna bring to the table.
Yeah.
So Bea and Kata are kind of upset, but they basically were like, they're going to give Kenzie the next up because they felt like Kenzie was supposed to talk to him first.
Right.
And so Trinity rightfully points out that if this was Sincere, she would be pissed.
Yeah.
And Sincere and Sean are like walking by. She's like, you see, he mad.
Yep. Because we can see from way over there that how eager she looked.
Yep. And he thinks it's game over for them.
Yes.
Jessica said,
cooked.
Corbin is tall, has tattoos, is from Miami. Melanie, girl, you better stick it to Sincere. It's like she's ready to ditch Sincere for dead, as if she don't need somebody to stay with just in case.
Over one chat.
Over one chat.
And that wasn't even about anything.
And girls are about to come in next week. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You think none of them are going to talk to that man?
Right.
So Bea, Trinity, and Anaya chat to Melanie. Bea kind of confronts her, and Melanie takes offense all the way because it's not like she was doing it on purpose. Now, is it possible? I feel like Bea maybe should have done this in a 101. Possibly, but also, I'm happy people are calling out in the moment instead of letting stuff fester.
Because it happened in a group setting, so I didn't find it to be a problem that she talked about in the group setting because it happened in the group setting and it was with the group. It wasn't a one person thing, so I didn't find it a problem that she was trying because she was calm. It wasn't like she was aggressive. She wasn't like having an attitude. Yeah, it wasn't that.
Yeah. Raekwon says, I agree with some people saying I seen Bea was trying to let Kenzie get first dibs so she can stay away from Gabe. Honestly, she might have told her that Gabe said that there are stuff that he doesn't like about her personality and that, so she can find her person. Kenzie also said that she hasn't felt
a spark with either guy,
with anybody. So I think Bea probably, but also I think she was trying to be fair to Kenzie that maybe she could feel a spark with somebody.
I think both sincere talk when she confronted Kenzie over how she felt about how she was moving with Gabe. Kenzie wasn't defensive. And then they ended up having a really good talk. And then she was like, I'm sorry, I hadn't considered your feelings, that you really haven't had a spark. And so then she felt bad about that. So I think she really was sincere about her having first dibs, because she like, oh, I didn't even think about how the fact that she's struggling to find, her person or whatever like that. So I really do think it was genuine. Like she was like, oh, I want her to find her person.
And I think regardless if Melanie was coming from a selfish place or a caring place, I mean, not Melanie, Bea was coming from a selfish place or a genuine place, Melanie's response was over the top.
Yeah.
It didn't require that response. Like, you could be annoyed, rightfully so. You're like, well, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, like I understand if like I didn't do something on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can only eat that. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
and she started off good, and then she was just like, girl, relax, and it went left.
Yeah.
Because every woman knows we don't like it when men do it to us, and we don't want no woman doing it to us. Every woman knows don't nobody like nobody telling them to relax when they haven't even gotten amped up. Like, don't tell me relax.
Like, relax, girl, please. Like, don't push me. Like, just certain little words.
Smile. Don't no man sit here and tell me to smile. Let my my resting bitch face rest. Like, I don't need you. No, thank you. Because baby Philly came all the way out. Sure did.
Yeah.
So she gets up and walks off angry, and she's pissed and crying in her ITM, and she's just like basically like, this is not Friendship Island. Like, why are we attacking me when I didn't do anything wrong? But then she sure did want somebody to talk to, so she goes to Zach and Gabe and Bryce, and Anaya's like, I don't think that's the route you want to go, so let me go pull her.
No, even though Kada and Zach.
No, she was gonna talk to Kada.
That's where she went. Bryce was sitting with KC.
The person that she been beefing with imaginary for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
She went to her and was like, I need somebody to talk to. Can I talk to you? And Kada was with her man, was Zach, and she looked at her and was like, what? And kept going back to Zach, like, this ain't, no, we not friends. Remember, this I'm not about to stop what I'm doing with my man to talk to you, and I already know you crazy. I know it's something you did. I don't even want to be involved.
Yeah,
and Anaya is walking behind her every which way she goes. Yeah. Anaya is walking behind her.
Anaya's like, wait. And she's like, no, I need 10. I'm like, well, now you getting mad at the person. What is it you're hard on with Anaya? Like, Anaya trying to help you out here.
Give me 10.
Give me 10.
Give me 10. Walking in circles. Give me 10. So I think it's week 1.
If you want somebody to talk to, why can't you talk to Anaya? If you need somebody to talk to, you just want to tell her and say, I need somebody to talk to. Anaya is right there. Why don't you turn around and talk to her? Why is it
she feels like that Kada is not friends with the girls, that she's an outsider, so she probably felt like she could chat shit about what just happened. And honestly, Kada, I think it has more love for those girls than you do at this point.
Right.
Mary said, Anaya, please let her go. Typical Virgo trying to heal the broken.
Right. I thought the same thing, Mary. I thought the same thing.
So that is the end of the episode. And whoo, I'm gonna be very honest. We are 4 days into Love Island. A lot has happened, and I don't hate it
at all. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a good time. I don't understand why people are not happy. I'm just like, wow, I don't even know where this is about to go come Sunday. I don't know who getting recoupled when. So
let's talk about this recoupling.
Sunday is our first recoupling, and a boy's going home. And girl, like, it could go so many different ways at this point.
But Love Island is so messy on the app. They asked them who did they think was going home, and they had girls and guys included. And I was like, why would you do that when you know it's a boy going home? Can't no girl go home.
Because they tempted to check in to see what girls and guys people like. That's it.
Like, I know, but I'm like, they so messy. And of course, everybody wanted Melody. I'm like, you know she's not going to get up.
I did not want a girl going home this week. I did not want a girl going home this week. So I'm very happy because remember last episode I was trying to figure out every which way how many they can bring in, who they can bring in to make sure no girl was going home this week. I don't want no girl going home.
Yeah.
We can stand the move.
I hope Bryce is the one that goes home. I hope.
Because it all depends on what the recoupling is. Does Corbin get to choose?
Yeah, he's gonna get to pick first and then the girls.
But not always.
It's not necessarily in the US. That's not always. Yeah.
What you
say? Came in, I said Hakeem and Connor didn't get to pick somebody. Remember, like Liv came in, she stole Rob. Then we had a normal recoupling. I mean, then the Hakeem and Coy came in. Not Coy. What's the child's name? Connor came in, and then we had a normal recoupling. And Coy went home. So Hakeem and Connor didn't get to pick somebody like Liv did.
Miguel did not get to pick first.
And Miguel didn't either. Miguel was in the regular lineup as well. No, Miguel picked. He picked, whatchamacallit? He picked somebody. He picked
No, he didn't get to pick first. He picked in the middle because I remember I was like, why is Miguel in the middle? Because I wanted him to be able to pick. I was like, I wanted to see who he was going to pick, and then he ended up with Liv.
Yes, because we were like, is he going to pick Liv? Is he going to pick so?
There was somebody else that I wanted to see if he was going to pick, and then he chose Liv, and he was in the middle.
Because it was the boys' choice. So yeah, so Miguel, Connor, Hakeem was done differently. Liv was the only one that got to take in that beginning part. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're going to do with Corbin.
Which is basically, like, if you think about it, that's basically Kada and Gabe coming in and taking. First day, first 24 hours, basically. And then the rest of them did a regular recoupling. So they could let him choose first, but I have a feeling it's going to be a regular recoupling.
Because they did it also with Amaya and Hannah last season. They didn't get to pick. They was in that lineup.
No, I thought usually they do it like that when two people come in. But I felt like when one person came in, they would usually let them pick first.
Not in the US, only in the UK. Only in the UK. In the UK, it's pretty consistent. Bombshell come in, they get to choose first. Like even in the later part of the season. In the US, it's very inconsistent. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We also don't usually have as much bombshells come in as the UK does. Like we'll get at the most 2 to 3, whereas sometimes the UK be getting like 3 and up sometimes, where they just drop in bombshells.
What, in a week? You said in a week?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know.
It really it'll depend on how the recoupling is staged. And I feel like we had the same conversation season 6, and then how the rest of these conversations go, which is why I'd say that I feel like, because we really didn't get to hear him talk to anybody. And that was the same thing that happened with Miguel. And then we got the preview and we're like, oh, he had a good conversation with such and such, such and such. And then he ended up picking Liv. And we were just like, I feel like that, like, where did that come from? So, and I feel like Miguel picked Liv at the time because he just, like, it didn't matter. He was still getting to know everybody. So it was like a placeholder.
Yeah.
And so, like, with this situation, I feel like it depends on the order and it depends on these conversations.
Yeah, because we don't know, like I said, we saw the convo with Melanie, but we don't even know how he felt after the conversation with Melanie. Like, we haven't gotten his beach hut confession after that. And then we know when the girls were arguing, he was somewhere talking to Kenzie, because they're the only two missing. Like, they're the only two we can't see. So we know they're all somewhere talking. So it's kind of like, if he does get to pick, who does he take? Correct. And then whoever he takes, if it's not Kenzie, their guy is still out there.
Right. Correct. And so this point, I feel like I agree. Bryce is probably the guy with the highest percentage to go without me voting on the app. I agree with that. Because
what if do we think if Trinity gets last pick and it's Bryce and Sean? Is she
Bryce and Sean?
Because I'm assuming Kenzie gets taken. So Kenzie's gone.
Oh.
So like
I kind of have Trinity and Corbin in my head, honestly.
Oh, see, that's another thing. We don't know nothing. So like if he takes Trinity, and then if it's Kenzie at the bottom to choose last, then I think she'll pick
Sean.
Yeah, because she doesn't like Bryce's kisses. So she'll choose Sean. But if Trinity is on the board, then because we know she looked like she liked that kiss with Sean in the challenge.
She did. Yeah,
but her and Bryce are building a foundation.
Yeah, that foundation is about to crumble. I'm gonna be very honest. I think that between Corbin and Sean, Trinity will drop Bryce. I just feel like they keep saying the conversations are stilted. They're still building.
No, I think she would too.
And then I'm trying to see if we mix around stuff. Even still, I don't see any of this lineup of girls. Maybe Kenzie. Nope. If she has the opportunity to choose Sincere over like a Bryce or a Sean.
She's never picking Bryce. She doesn't want those turtle kisses. She's never picking Bryce.
Or whoever, that's what I was saying. Cause like say Corbin picks Melanie. Somebody gotta pick Sincere.
Right. I just don't see any of those girls letting Sincere go home.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, one for themselves and two for Melanie. So I just don't see them allowing that to happen.
And that's what we really, and I wonder, the producers are probably trying to see who would pick who, and they're going to be They want to be messy because they're going to do the most to be the messiest. And if all of that happens, and then Kenzie has to pick Sincere or Trinity has to pick Sincere, it's really gonna go on. But I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? No, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because she gonna mess around and get what she looking for.
Yeah.
Mary thinks it's ill advised for Trinity to drop Bryce because Sean Corbin would be entrenching the bumps more, and I feel like Sean is a pretty loyal person, so the person would have to be like, no, it's you for me forever for him to drop a Trinity. First, he's already attracted to her, that we know,
right?
And they already built some sort of friendship
foundation. I think Sean, he wants to find that person. He wants somebody that's going to choose green. Okay. He wants somebody that's going to stay there and choose for him. So he wouldn't. Corbin, yes, because he just there to have a good time. And so is she.
Which is why I feel like Trinity and Corbin would work, because I go back to, so Melanie thinks that he's a Sincere 2.0 where he's about to have babies with her, right? With North Philly. And no, like,
and he set up in that conversation and told you he was nonchalant. You cannot, her as a Scorpio can't even deal with no nonchalant man. So why would you even think that's like, I don't like that word. Personally can't deal with no nonchalant man. You got the chalant about me. So, but I'm just saying, you see how she acting over him pulling somebody for Jack. You can't deal with no nonchalant man, and she eating it up like, yeah, that's what I like.
I don't like that word either. It should be a different word. I'm just like, girl,
that's the word.
That's the word. He's letting you know he is not going to put an effort.
Right.
Listen.
Listen to it. They don't. What'd you say?
And go figure out your stuff with Sincere.
It's not clock.
Not clocking.
Jessica says, what if Corbin gets to pick Kata, then Kenzie goes last and has to pick between Zach and Sean, and she gets to get revenge and dump Zach? I don't think Kata would allow Zach to go.
That, man.
Well, Kata can't. If Kata gets, if
Zach would have to mess up in the next 24 hours.
No, she's saying, what if Corbin gets to pick and he picks?
Oh, so like, yeah.
But that means that he has to feel something there, like Kata left the door
open. Nothing for none of them. He would just go out for the one he thinks is the prettiest. He don't feel nothing for none of them.
You want Kay to be wallowing over the fact that Zach went home like Hannah did with her. I don't need that. I'm sorry. Keep it. I already watched it.
She gets her revenge, but like, is it really revenge?
It's not revenge. That's revenge on us. I don't want it.
The man didn't
I don't want any of that. Nope. Make it keep that.
I can't wait till tomorrow night at 9:00.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it there's a bunch of factors that have to be factored in for us to be certain of who is going home, but I feel like it could come down to Corbin, Sean, and Bryce, or Corbin, Sean, and Sincere.
Just depends on.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I feel like it's a guarantee that Anaya is picking KC, guarantee that Bay is picking Gabe, guarantee that Kate is picking Zach.
Again, Casey would have to mess up in order for Anaya not to pick him. I feel
like those three, if Corbin's not entertaining, if they're not entertaining Corbin, I feel like those three. But we'll see about Bea because she might entertain them.
Right. She might.
So if she does, Kenzie might be like, "Hey, Gabe."
Yeah. Again, that would mess up the. So if Bea chooses Corbin and Kenzie chooses Gabe, then I still feel like Kenzie would pick Sean. Trinity would pick Sean.
So who's picking Gabe?
So what if somebody else picks Sean? Then you're saying you think Trinity would pick Sincere over
Bryce?
Yeah.
I think she might.
Me too.
I think she might. Zach might be mad, but honestly, I mean, if you're gonna be in a friendship couple, I just don't see. I think more would have to happen between her and Bryce in order for her to be like,
I gotta keep him.
They can go home.
Yeah.
Jessica feels like Sincere could mess up again, and Melanie may pick Casey, and then Anaya would pick Sean. And again, I feel like we're down to Trinity having to pick between Sincere and Bryce, possibly. And again,
she gonna know if she picks Casey just to spite Sincere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those girls are not messing with her. Like, she is like, because they're gonna be like, Anaya didn't deserve that, and you being real petty. And
Anaya would pick Sincere because she wanted to get to know Sincere from the beginning. So
I don't know. She might pick Sean. Anaya might pick Sean.
Like Sean too.
Yeah. So
Casey is gonna look at Anaya and be like, "Look, when it's over, Casey gonna go up to Anaya and be like, I ain't know nothing about this.
I ain't know nothing about nothing.
I ain't know nothing about this. I had one conversation with her. Remember that time she pulled me for breakfast?
That's what happened with Liv and Rob. That's what happens in the UK all the time. These people just be stealing people's hands, and then they talk about, I didn't know she was gonna do that. Now it's on KC then to figure out how he going. And again, I think the producers, what are they giving us in order for us to be like other than, okay, Melanie's messy. I could see it happening because I think they're fine with allowing Melanie to be the villain right now.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, she's definitely petty. We're seeing that, how she's moving. But I don't know if she would like make a move that is a guarantee Sincere might get dropped.
So that's what I'm saying. Is she going to be okay with Sincere going home at that point? Is she going to be okay with the potential that she could go home, follow him home right on after?
Yeah. That's the only thing. But that's what you're doing with Love Island. When you're being that petty and you choose somebody else, you're risking the person you actually want to stay with going home.
Exactly.
Because they already had us go ahead and register the vote. So a vote coming.
Yep.
So, like we're probably voting Tuesday in order for them to dump somebody Wednesday for us to find out like Thursday or Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do feel like I am like more leaning towards Corbin's going to get a pick, because that means he would have been in the house less time than those other people who were just thrown into the lineup. Like he would have only been in the house for like 2 days, a day.
Yeah. So maybe they will take temperature check, like what is everybody's thought on Corbin staying. Yeah, like who's gonna pick Corbin. And then that will depend on if when they send that text that Corbin gets to pick first.
Yeah, because I just feel like they want to secure his spot. You know what I'm saying?
He just got there.
Yeah.
I agree, Prishay. This is what I keep saying. Prishay says it just doesn't make sense that everybody keeps saying they're interested in different people, but not talking to them, or we're not seeing it. Now we're left wondering, which, like, is that what they want for us going into this recoupling, that we don't know who anybody likes? So it could all be a surprise. I don't think that's a good recoupling. Now, one or two people maybe, but like everybody, we don't know who they're gonna choose.
We gotta see some combos on Sunday, like.
Right.
Certain conversations we have got to see to understand what is going on, which I think we will, because whenever a new bombshell comes in, they do kind of show us each couple talking about said bombshell coming in. And like, where do we stand with the bombshell coming in? So I think we'll get some conversations. But we'll
Fallon says she's doing all of this for Sincere, and if she does end up doing that, which is probably not picking him, she's being extremely short-sighted. And I agree. Extremely short-sighted, very short-sighted. So I don't know. This is hard. I'm trying to. The only person I'm okay with going home is Bryce and maybe Corbin and Gabe. Yeah. Bryce, Corbin, Gabe. I think I'm okay with one of those three going home.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to give Corbin a little bit more time. He ain't been able to show us nothing.
Yeah, but also, I don't think he's going to show much. That's what I'm saying. The loyalty factor ain't there.
I don't think it's any.
I don't think he's going to be falling in love with any of these girls. So it's like,
he came for a good time, not a long time. I don't think there's any depth to him, and I think he's gonna be nonchalant the whole time. So
yeah, but Bryce has gotten a week to figure stuff out, and he
Bryce has had plenty of time.
Yeah, figured nothing out for me, and I just like, you could go. I don't think more bombshells coming in is gonna help Bryce, honestly.
Yeah.
So if he's not picking somebody to stay with out of this recoupling, I don't know what to tell. And I need Trinity to give up the ghost. Mary says bombs have gone home first, so Corbin could be going home. Sure, true. Right?
Yeah. Definitely could. And why don't we still not know what his sign is?
I don't know. That's the only thing we didn't know, and I was like, what is he? Because that would help me make my decision on who he was.
Exactly. I was like, what is his sign?
22 from Miami.
Yeah, still undisclosed or unconfirmed.
Yeah.
So
did anybody look up his socials?
I went to his page and I can't figure out nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know how sometimes people have birthday posts or whatever. Like,
that's how they usually figure it out. But nobody.
I didn't see on his actual feed, and then he's tagged in one, but it's not his birthday.
Okay.
So I can't tell. So we'll see.
Yeah. So I think a lot of it is his personality. Um, those will be biggest factors because these bombshells be switching up on a dime. Hakeem, Connor. So you just never be knowing. That's why I'm like, you can go on ahead. So
yeah.
Wait, what's this? They're saying he's a Sag.
Oh, what'd you find?
They're saying it's in the Peacock blog. Hold on.
Okay, well, it's not on the app.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not right. That's not right. I don't know why they saying not why they pushing that, but yeah. So we will see, because I definitely feel like the conversations that because first of all, Melanie and Casey got to explain themselves to Anaya, but Anaya looked like she dealing with Melanie's new issues, and so like that's gonna be like a whole 48 hours worth of thing, and then you want to bet we never get that conversation with from Casey about that conversation with him and Melanie?
Probably not.
Or we'll get it tomorrow. Like they'll sit down and he'll be like, "So how you feel about the bombshell?" And she's like, "I'm not interested. How was your conversation with Melanie?" I'm not interested. Like, like we might see something. I was saying we might get that conversation tomorrow,
right?
Because I just think it's just wild that like we've heard from every couple but them two.
Yeah.
For 8 episodes now. Huh?
It's so weird for them to do.
And you can't say that, oh, well, maybe they're just boring. Okay, I'm listening to Trendy and Bryce. I'm listening to Bella and Jamie.
And they're not interesting.
And this is what happened. And this is what happened a lot with Serena and Cordell. And I'm like, well, I see them talking in the back. I don't know what you guys want, because they're definitely chatting.
Right.
But they're like, oh, she don't like him. I'm like, I think she likes him because otherwise she wouldn't be hanging out with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are we missing?
What are we missing? And we only heard, again, just like with the which other situation? We've only heard from Melanie about that chat. When he came back and sat with Anaya, Sean and Sincere, it looked like they were like briefly like eye chatting, but not like actually Anaya and KC. Because if you see, she's sitting on the floor. Exactly. He's sitting on the floor and she's looking at him, but like no mouth was moving at the point that they panned the camera over. So it could have been a brief like, everything good, and he's like, yeah, because the conversation for him was a no-brainer.
Right.
But we don't know, so we're sitting here just guesstimating because y'all never showed them their actual chats.
And we don't know his thoughts on the fact that she kissed Sean.
No.
Or that she said Sean was in her top. Like, we don't know any of this stuff about Casey and Anaya.
Like, Casey and Sean talk? Like, I'm just... Where's the conversation?
Yeah, because we see the way that they're kissing, and Casey doesn't want to look. He's like, oh man, like as they're kissing, and then we see when him and Melanie are kissing, and he grinding, or she like grinding on him and stuff like that. And Anaya is like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? That's all we see. We don't see them have a conversation about it.
And we see them kiss in bed. That's it.
Yep.
And then every once in a while, you guys good? We great.
We're good.
And then otherwise, if Corbin walked in, he's like, oh, I'm gone. And I don't know why he thinks he's gone, except for the fact that she said he's fine. That's it.
Because in his eyes, she fine. And if she want him, then she probably can get him.
Fair.
And because that's probably how he view her. Like,
I think that is how he views her. Yeah. Rachel says, I know new fans hate it, but I hope Sunday episode. That's what I'm saying.
Me too.
Please.
I love when episodes are combo heavy. It's hard for me to take notes, but I need it because
that's how you build a foundation for real. You have to have deep
I don't want to have to be Miss Super Salute like I was in season 6, where I'm looking for people in the background of shit, and or season 3, where I kept saying to people, "Yo, I keep seeing Cash and Cinco sitting in the back
when they weren't coupled up."
When they weren't coupled up, and I'm just like, I think they're gonna get back together, guys. And they're like, no, he told Trina. Trina's his type. We know that it's over. Blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't think it's over. And then she sat down with him in the rain, and she's like, so what's going on with us? Because I see you with her, and I'm just like, you ain't happy. He's like, oh, well, I made my decision. Blah 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 blah. And she's like, you're not happy. And I was like, see, I know it wasn't me. But I had to be Miss Super Sleuth looking in the background of people's conversations, because that's the only way that I would know that that's what was happening until they gave it to us.
Right.
I don't want that. Let me give it all. Let me decipher what I need to like. That don't matter. That's a throwaway. Ooh, that's juicy. Give me more of that.
Yeah.
Give that to me. And but we're gonna start off with Melanie's drama.
Of course, we have to finish with Jimmy 10. We gave her 10.
Yeah. we gotta finish. So we're gonna get about 2 sentences of Kenzie in his chat.
Sincere has to figure out that she's crashing out.
Because he don't even know she's crashing out at this point. Because he over there talking.
Sean trying to calm him down from jumping off of a ledge.
Yeah, I agree with Fallon, and let's make outs. We know they like each other. Shit.
Yeah. Anaya took 10,000 steps. Where is her watch? Because I mean, the way she walking by her, like, just give her 10, leave her be.
Give her 10.
Yeah, like I need them to fix this, but maybe we'll get it Sunday. I have a feeling there's going to be pics, and we're going to be like, how did that happen?
Right.
When did that happen? And then we won't find out how it happened and when it happened till Monday. Like,
yeah, we shall see. We shall see.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Listen, thank you for being here. I'm so glad we had so many of our normal family in the chat on this late Saturday catch up. We'll be back tomorrow after the episode with this recoupling, and probably with if we vote tomorrow, either vote encouragement, but I think we'll probably vote Tuesday.
Yeah,
I can do that.
And so yeah, I'm excited for this recoupling. We need to start weeding out some of these people.
Yeah.
But I'm happy it's not a girl going home, because I mean, really, the girls are bringing what they need to.
Yeah,
they are. That's the thing. Like, Bryce is like, yeah, I can do without Bryce. He can go, but there's literally no girl I want gone right now.
Right.
Like, I want this. I want these girls to stay. I'm sorry.
Right.
Y'all can be mad at Melanie, but I find her fascinating. I want
it's a little cracked. But
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her some time. You know. Right. She's not our first crash out queen. Like, you can crash out. There's crash out, and then there's the toxicity part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you can crash out and hit rock bottom, and then come right back up.
Come back up and realize I did too much.
And Kenzie, I don't know if is she going to spiral if Corbin don't like her? Is she going to spiral if she finds out that Sean don't really like her? Find out next time on the next episode.
Exactly. Because Sean hasn't told her that he finds her immature.
Because she is. So, and find out if we have conversations with people have stated they actually like Trinity and Sean.
Right.
Or Trinity and KC.
Right. Or Sean and Anaya actually having a conversation, or like, we'll find out. We will find out. So
we will find out, and we hope you all will join us.
Exactly, Miss TJ. Tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me at Miss T Joy on Threads and Instagram, and on Facebook and YouTube at Miss T Joy 1334. Yes.
And Danita, where can they find you?
Twitter at Nitafa, Instagram short_n_sweet, and YouTube Danita Faith TV.
Yes, and as always, you can find me on Entertainment in Color everywhere. Entertainment Cole Media for Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And yeah, so we will be back tomorrow night, barring any issues. And I definitely will probably not be around Tuesday. My son has basketball tryouts, so definitely tomorrow, definitely Monday, probably no Tuesday, but hopefully catch up probably like Wednesday. So we're trying to keep consistent. If you haven't joined us for the UK recaps, we've been doing that on Chantel's channel. So if you want to check out our thoughts on the UK version of the show, head to Reality Realness with 3 S's, and Chantel will see you hopefully for our recaps soon. So thank you guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.